Woohoo!
Recap-wise, for as far as I can remember from the last session a couple of months ago, we're all now in hell on the search for Fuego's soul, which has been captured by, I think I went with Belial.
Belial, the master of succubus.
That's the one, yep. So I went with Belial as the big bad that's taken Fuego's soul. You've got angel version of Alegna along for the ride, helping. She's been given special permissions. You've just arrived in hell, fought a bunch of more demons and a couple of shadow demons, and then at the end of the last session, you all telepathically heard a female voice say, "Oh, intruders, is it? You're all gonna pay." Something along those lines was pretty much where we got up to before we last left off.
And then Elminster has appeared.
And then, Elminster has appeared and just gone, "I'm just borrowing these two for a moment." And then disappeared with Henrik and Payden for some unbeknownst reason to all of you.
Does that mean that Toby's gone too? Not that... I don't know if he'd been summoned.
We will cross that bridge later, because there are...
Things and stuff.
Things and stuff. We will cross that bridge in a little while. But yeah, as far as you're aware, for the moment, Toby probably also went with him, because as far as you know, Toby is perma-linked to Henrik, so if Henrik's gone, Toby's probably gone too. So, looking at the state of everybody from last session, the only people that took any damage at all were Baltair and the Fire Giant version of Alegna. Everybody else appears to be fine. So, if we're all ready to go, launch straight into the initiative order with Baltair. Now, currently you're outside the building, do not know that there's a baddie in the building. You've just had this telepathic message say, "Intruders, you're all going to pay." So what you do from there is entirely up to you. You've not seen the monster. None of you actually know that the monster is there. I think the only one that might have had a chance of seeing it would be Fire Giant Legna, because there's a little bit of broken wall just to the side there. You all only know she's there because I told you all.
Yeah.
But yeah, in actuality, none of your characters know that enemy is there, apart from possibly the Fire Giant.
Well, with that knowledge, I'm just going to turn around to everyone and go, "Right, guys, let's get the fuck out of here, eh?"
We still need to find Fuego's soul. We've only found his body so far.
Yeah, I know, but, like, let's go further into the depths of hell.
I mean, don't we have to look at... Checks her notes. Wasn't it in Arkan's Tower? I have a note here.
Yeah. Yes, Arkan's Tower. That's where we are heading.
That's where we need to go.
This doesn't look like a tower.
But, I mean,
No.
I don't know about the rest of you, but that laughing's kind of... I mean, I'm not feeling great anyway, but if anything, I feel worse after that. Like, instead of laughing I heard in my head. Did you all hear that?
Yeah. I don't want to trespass anywhere.
Well, it's a bit too late for that one.
Do you think we could tiptoe away and they wouldn't notice we were here?
We could try.
Can I roll to see if I did see her through the cracks in the walls?
Yeah, roll perception as a Fire Giant.
With a disadvantage, would it be? Because I don't actually know that she's there, or...
Well, you're just sort of listening out. It's rather noisy.
What is...
It's not terrible for a Fire Giant. You have +6 to perception in Fire
+6,
Giant
that's
form.
what I was looking for.
The Hellman will just turn to Riv and just say,
That's a 22.
I don't think we have to worry about Henrik. I'm pretty confident Elminster will look after him.
The Fire Giant Legna will have sensed or sort of heard the general direction that this, or sensed it in some way, being of magical origin, knows the general direction that the creature that telepathically communicated with you all is located.
That's fine, I'm not going to say anything.
That's fine. So, we're leaving, guys.
Yeah, I think we should try.
Does anyone know which way to go?
No.
I believe in the last session you were informed that the or like you know for some reason that I can't remember that it's located in the northeast of the area that you're in.
So, guys, God has just spoke to me and said we need to go northeast.
That sounds good
I
to
set
me.
off walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna look behind and just be like, I hope Henrik knows where to find us when we've moved.
He's with Elminster. He'll find us.
Yeah, I mean, what could go wrong?
What could go right with him, eh?
What?
If Elminster found us here, then I'm sure he'll find us wherever we are.
That's a good point. Okay.
Can I just say, as we're walking away, I will keep looking over my shoulder to where I thought the sound was coming from, just to see if anything moves or follows us.
Yeah, that is absolutely fine.
Are we actively avoiding a fight?
We don't know that that's there. So, yes.
This is a first.
I mean, avoiding it for now.
We're trying. We're trying.
We're a different type of trying tonight. So far.
Just amend the next area. So I assume that you would most likely be is Giant Legner like bringing up the rear to keep a watch from behind for the big thing you might.
He always brings up the rear.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try and help Helmin, because poor Helmin's got a limp, if I remember rightly, at this point.
Yeah, he's just sluggish and energy sapped and just exhausted. 3 times exhausted.
3 times.
Oof.
Okay, so I will move you all to the next area.
Do we sense if anything's off, or is it just as normal as you'd
more
expect for hell?
Just more.
Well, I mean, it's hell. Everything seems
Off and dodgy.
off and scary and frightening. There's the constant echoes of screams and the sounds of fire and death.
Okay.
And
Is there anything I would notice that maybe the rest wouldn't?
potentially.
With my crazy high passive perception.
Potentially. Do me. What's your passive perception?
20.
Well, I would say almost definitely. Then, yeah, you can sense that definitely may or may not be things in the area that nobody else will have quite noticed. Giant Legner will have noticed that there's probably something in the area, because the fire giant has a passive perception of 16, which is pretty good.
But before we go much further, have I noticed Hailman limping and struggling to keep up? Well, I will have seen that.
Yeah, I mean, he's not actively trying to hide it, I don't think, is he? He's
No.
not trying to, yeah.
But can I just cast a healing touch on him to help him perk back up?
My health is fine. I'm just.
It's not for your health.
Oh,
In fire giant form, I don't
Oh,
know
no.
that you can. Yeah, you'd have to be back in your Elegna form to do that.
Yeah.
It changes what
Well,
actions and stuff you can use.
I'm going to revert back to Elegna, then make life easier.
Oh, that's
I'm going to
much
revert
easier
back
for
to
me.
Elegna and have a session on Elegna.
That's much easier for me. Let me just pop Elegna back on this map then.
And then I'm assuming a healing touch will help because it cures any form of curse, disease, poison, blindness or deafness. Is exhaustion come under any of them categories?
It does not.
Alright, well in that case I shall not be casting a healing touch on you.
But you are reverting back to normal.
Yes, I am definitely reverting back to Elegna.
Okay, that's fine. I will just leave it as reverting back at like full HP and all of that, because I don't really know
Sweet.
entirely what the mechanics of it are. So we'll just say you go back to being normal Elegna. There we go.
10 HP higher than what I was.
So yeah, you've somehow gained
9
HP. Somehow, in shrinking down to less than fire giant, you've gotten healthier.
It just immenses it all.
Yeah.
Transform and
Okay.
becomes you.
So, this is where we're at. What would everybody like to do? Voltaire, obviously you've sensed things, but currently can't see anything specific, but you've
That's
sensed
right.
that there may be something in the area. Alegna also will have potentially sensed that there may or may not be other things and stuff in the area.
That's fine. I'm going to raise my silvered longsword, two-handed, and just go forward cautiously and go, guys, there could possibly be something here. I'm sensing something. Just be careful. It's hell.
Okay. That's what you want to do. Any of the rest of you want to do anything in particular before setting off?
Not be in hell for a start, but follow what I mean. I think we should just let Voltaire kind of take point on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all just happy for Voltaire just to start charging along up the path.
Cautiously for going forward.
Cautiously, but just basically charging along up the
Very much.
sort of area. Yeah. So
Yes.
just start moving for me. Are you moving as a group or one at a time?
I think we move it as a group.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. As Baltair is taking the lead, make me 2 dex saves, please.
Oh, sexual. That's a disadvantage and everything. 2 dex saves. Because it's a disadvantage. An 8 and an 11.
Okay, so as you're setting out, we will pretend that the fail came first, because that makes a little bit more sense description-wise. As you're sort of walking up, out of what seems almost like nowhere, a big barbed spike flies and just places itself comfortably in your shoulder.
Lovely.
And having been skewered by that, you see another one sort of travelling towards you and just managed to get out of the way of the second one. Let me just roll that and determine what happens, because I cannot quite remember the stats. Oh, that's not too bad at all. Where is... There you are. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
I was expecting a lot worse.
Yeah.
Don't say that. That was an awful hit.
Yeah, but it would have been amazing to move out of that way. But the last was not to be.
What did everybody get exhaustion for again?
Just being in hell, I think.
I think just being in hell.
So I don't have that then.
Dying.
Well, yeah, Hailman was exhausted from being dead. But Alegna is in a mortal body, but retains
I'm
some
immune
angelic
to-
properties. If she's
I'm
immune to exhaustion,
exhaustion, yeah.
right? Well, then, yeah, that's fine. So you're
fine.
not exhausted, but everybody else is
Sweet.
just feeling a little bit knackered. You are in a mortal body, but you do get some carryover from being an angel
Yeah.
in a mortal form.
Sweet.
A little bit like, again, yeah, we keep it's because it's very supernaturally. It's like Castiel can get stabbed in the arm and it won't do anywhere near as much damage as it would to a human, but it would damage his vessel a little bit. But he doesn't need to eat or sleep or anything. So, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you've been attacked by a couple of giant winged lion things with spiky tails. If anybody knows what they are normally, then they might know, or if anybody wants to see if they can figure out what they are, feel free to roll nature checks.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions.
It says Manticore on it.
It does not matter what it says on it.
But I know what they are.
I mean, I've heard of it, but I couldn't tell you what its stats are, but...
Alegna would probably know what one is, but no.
I'll tell you, I've never seen one before in his life.
I need to stop leaving everything labelled. It's so I can remember what everything is when I'm looking at it.
It helps us as well.
I would say Helmet doesn't know what it is, and also is too tired to remember.
Alegna's too busy looking over her shoulder, making sure we're not being followed.
Baltier's too busy getting this big fuck off stick out of his shoulder.
And Rivish just staring, trying to make out what it is. She's got a rough idea, but not a clue.
Obviously, because it's written on the screen, you all know that they're manticores.
That means absolutely fuck
They're
all to me.
basically winged lion-like creatures with long spiny tails.
Oh, like griffins.
No, a griffin's like part eagle, part lion.
Oh yeah.
It's a lion head with like draconic wings and a big spiky, spidey tail. They sling tail spikes at you, and yeah. They're really fun and really cool. But yeah, they're there. So we're going to pick up in initiative order. I'm not going to say that was a surprise attack for them, because two of you kind of sensed there was something weird going on with passive perception. So we will just start from the top with Baltair.
Will I need to waste one of an action to get this barb out of my shoulder?
No, it's just in. If you want to just, it's like your free use interact action. You can pull it. It's basically like a long sliver of bone.
Oh, right. So
it can sling from its tail. It's like a spine, like on a porcupine or a hedgehog.
Oh, right. I imagine
bigger,
much like javelin.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like a decent size, like a good sort of, like 9-10 inch long spike. But I mean, it's not gone in too deep. It's not, it's not buried in you so much as to incapacitate your arm or anything. It's just you've been stuck with a spiky sort of tail bone thing.
That's fine. Was it the left one or the right one that attacked me?
I'm going to go with the one on the left hit you, because that would have probably gone first. They are elevated and on sort of rocky cliff face purchases, approximately 60-70 feet in the air at the moment.
That's fine. Jekyll's getting brought out. Still got my sword in one hand, Jekyll in the other.
Let's see how this goes.
Ooh, that's a nat one.
Well, I don't need to roll disadvantage, do I?
How do we roll a nat one on a magic fireball crossbow?
Rouse takes it to the face? I don't know. I'm joking. I love Rouse.
I think we will say it just for some reason misfires and sort of blows up in your hand without projecting the fireball. Would make the most sense. It's not going to damage the weapon in any way, shape or form, but you will take some damage. So roll the damage and take half for me.
Oh.
So halved, rounded up, 6 points of fire damage to Baltair for a misfired weapon. Seems fair.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking that's hard. And with the
that's blowback for you.
and with my extra attack, I'm just going to battle on that. He's going to hope that was a one-off and use it again. Oh my god!
So a 10 will not hit, but at least you managed to get this shot off. It just doesn't hit.
That's fine.
A 1 and a 2. I mean,
then I shall cast Ignite with my bonus action.
What's the range?
AC 14. It's like 60, 30, 60. I'll just tell you in a second. Oh fuck! I forgot it was only a 10-foot cone.
Yeah, will not reach. They're 20 foot across, but about sort of 60-70 feet up. So,
boo. Okay,
because they are on like an elevated. You're in like a ravine, sort of like a chasm, sort of. You're shielded on both sides by sheer cliff face. Like rock walls, and you're in sort of like a. It's quite a wide tunnel. But it's like a channel, maybe you could imagine there used to be a river or a lava flow that ran through, and it's carved out Grand Canyon-esque, but on a smaller scale, if that makes sense.
That's fine.
Average canyon.
An average canyon, yeah. It's a mediocre, all right canyon. Yeah.
Okay. Now be Baltair's turn then.
Okay. Next up would be Hailman.
So elemental spirit would still be with me, wouldn't it?
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry, I forgot to put him on the map. There you go.
Cool. So, quick question: like all these rocks here, would someone as small as Hailman be able to find somewhere to take a bit of cover, at least from like the one directly above?
He could certainly try. Yeah, if he's directly below it, chances are he's not going to take like a ranged attack directly, because it'd be aiming for the ones more in the open. I mean, it wouldn't protect you completely if it decided to scale down and eat your face, but I mean, yeah, it'd stop it slinging any tail spikes at you.
So Hailman will move there, and he will order his elementals to stand in front of him to try and protect him from anything flying from the opposite side.
Sort of there in front of him, or to the right of him?
Yeah, just to try and cover from this one, just to give him a bit of extra cover.
So, sort of on the diagonal there, maybe? A little bit? Sort of...
Yes, yeah. That would be...
Yeah, that would
yeah, that'd be fine.
The right sort of angle, yeah.
And then, so yeah, he kind of hobbles to one side and leans his back against the cliff, and his elemental will come and sort of stand in front of him, and then I just want to lean round it, or between its legs if I'm small enough, and just fire a firebolt up at this one here, because that's got 100 feet range, so I hope it may hit.
Yeah, I'd say that would be within range, because you're about 25 feet away, 60 foot up, so it's like an arc sort of angle. Yeah, you'd be within range, yeah.
120 feet anyway, so...
yeah, you're fine. You can throw a fireball.
But that will be a -3 to every ability or attack, so that'd be a 12.
12 will not hit, unfortunately. No. You manage to get the fireball off, but it just sort of sails over its head harmlessly. It doesn't make contact.
And just doing with my action, speaking action, I'll just be like, what are these foul creatures?
I don't know. Are they hot?
I haven't killed one yet. Let me kill one, and then I can tell you all about them.
I've never came across one of these. Like I say, I'm very young as a Witcher, guys. Come on.
I haven't been to hell before, okay?
I'm gonna just say, I think it's a manticore. I saw a picture of one once, but I don't know what it is.
If Greg was here, he'd say it's a big cat with wings.
If Greg was here, he'd be throwing a ball of yarn up or something.
Which always works with cats in our games.
It really does.
But yeah, that will be Hailman's turn. He's kind of like leaning back, resting against the wall.
Cool. Riv, up next.
Okay, well, Riv is looking around desperately just to see what's going on. As a talking action, I want to hopefully whisper out for Toby. If he can hear. I mean, she knows that Henrik's gone, and she's put 2 and 2 together that the two are like linked somehow, but she'll whisper anyway. It's like, Toby, we kind of, I don't know whether this is where you're from, but if you can hear me, we could do with some help.
Okay.
And then what she's going to do is again try and dart out of the range of one of them. So she's going to follow Hailman over here and try and stay out of the way of the one above it. But this one over here, I'm going to launch Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
And I'm going to choose... I'm going to choose Fire.
Okay.
Because we love a bit of fire.
Especially effective in hell, yeah.
It's a theme. Riv's a little distracted and just everything's on fire, so I'm going to add to the fire.
I'm only joking. It's not in any way effective or ineffective. I was just joking.
No, I thought that and I was like, yeah, let's add some more fire to the fire. That's a 9. I don't have sneak attack. Why is that still ticked?
Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, no, 9 won't hit. So yeah, you throw your chromatic orb, but again, maybe it's the angle, because I mean, to shorter people like Riv and Hailman, it would look considerably higher. Maybe you're trying to adjust for height that isn't really there because it's a depth perception thing. But yeah, no, unfortunately, that will miss.
Okay, so I think just for the rest of my movement, I'm just going to try and move round the corner out of range. And like beckon for people if we can't shoot it down and it's that far up, let's just try and get away from it. And that's where I finish.
Okay, Alegna up next.
How far away did you say they were?
They're about 60-70 feet up. and then whatever the distance from you to the rock face is. So if you're about 15, 20 feet away from it, I'd say you're probably what, about 10 feet away, 10, 15 feet away from the rock face. It's about 60 foot
Yeah.
up. So
Sweet.
along and
I
up,
will
70 feet.
fly my 90-foot flying speed.
Mm-hmm.
So I will fly up to it from there
Yep.
and make 2 mace attacks at it, 'cause I've got multi-attack.
Mm-hmm.
16 and a
Wow.
natural 28.
Awesome. Yeah, both hit, obviously. Well, obviously the
So-
28 does, but yeah, the 16 also hits.
Holy shit.
34 plus 33, 39. 34 plus 39, 60, 73.
As I hit with my mace for the second time, I'm just going to look at it and go, if a soul dies in hell... No, if you die in hell, where does your soul go? And then swing my mace down at it again.
That's one dead.
Girl can swing out mace. Whew.
Funnily enough, not designed to take more than 73 points of damage in one turn.
Is Voltaire a little in love?
Baltail definitely is. He likes the hot ginger, just like that.
Now I know how Scott feels when Bogrud unleashes fists.
Yes.
They're not
my turnover.
they weren't particularly weak creatures, and it's gone down in one turn.
Almost demoralising, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah. A little
Nice.
bit.
We've all
Oh.
been there. We've all been there.
I love seeing Bogwood doing
No, to be
Bogwoody
fair,
things.
I love it when stuff like that happens. It is awesome.
It's complete. It's great.
Okay, so next up is, now having seen you approach that one, you will have spotted as you landed, Alegna, there is another one just across from you on another cliff face over there. So the two that are now visible are going to make their attacks. The one at the top will attack Alegna. The one at the bottom will be attacking Voltaire again because he is the closest, unfortunately. This time, now that they're actively engaged in combat, they will be using all 3 of their tail spike attacks.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
1, 2. Where's my other D20? Why am I missing a D20?
It means you can't use it. on
Sorry.
Oh, but it's one of my bloody ones. It's the one that I usually use for Bogrud. That's not fair. Oh, I'll have to use another one and find it later. Okay. It's probably still in the bag, actually. Hang on 2 seconds.
1, 2. You can't use that attack for the rest of the hour.
Oh, no, I'm actually missing a dice. Oh, that's a shame. Alright, never mind. Oh, wait, no. I've got it in my hand. Dickhead! I'm fucking holding it.
I just want to say, it's very rare to actually see a proper crit fail in real life. But that's a
Where's
crit
that
fail
dice?
to
Oh wait,
perception.
I'm holding it. It's like when you can't find your glasses and they're on your head like that. It's like, where are my glasses?
Yep. Oh yes.
Fuck's sake. Right, okay,
Yeah.
first one.
Love it.
So that is... Ooh, right, okay. So we were attacking Alegna first. I'm guessing one of them will miss. One of them will definitely hit, because it was a nat 20. One is a 13 plus 5. What's Alegna's AC?
17, so that hits.
Yeah, so that'll hit. That's fine. And then the 5 that I rolled is absolutely useless. So that is, we'll roll damage on them first. Again, not particularly powerful attacks though, so we don't really need to worry too much. Especially not when it's Alegna getting hit.
Yeah.
Alright. So that is 3d8. That was terrible. 14 plus 6. 20 points of piercing damage to Alegna.
So that's 10. Yep.
Yeah, because its attacks won't count as magic and she has resistance to non-magic. That's absolutely normal for a partial angel. And then Voltaire We've got a 15, 16, and 13. So I'm guessing none of them will hit him, will they?
None of them will hit him.
Yeah, I didn't think they would. I thought you had like an 18 or something.
That's exactly what
So yeah, so just a couple of spikes hit Alegna for half damage, and Balter is just fucking dancing around spikes, getting riddled down at him. Absolutely no problem at all. That is their turn because the other one died. Let me just do that and that and that. There we go. And then mentally something else. Right, cool. Right, back to the top of the round. Balter.
Alright. Guys, do we just run the gauntlet with this and just try and bolt out of here? What's your opinions?
You're gonna come across many more. We can't fight everything that we see.
Exactly my thinking. Oh, the angelic one.
I'm gonna look at Helmin and just be like, are you up for running?
I'll do my best.
I can make you invisible.
I can make myself invisible, but I don't think that will help here.
They won't be able to see you.
So whatever, Mom, I can do it myself.
There may be
Scary Movie 2. I don't need your help.
There may be creatures here that have the ability to see through invisibility spells, and
Really? Well, what's the point of that then, of being invisible if they can see through it? That sucks.
it's not common as far as I'm aware. But
True sight is a thing.
we are in hell after all, and I mean, the way I'm feeling right now, they'll probably be able to hear me breathing anyway.
Like an asthmatic.
It's quite a long gauntlet to run, also.
Oh, I know. But
Well, for everyone except Alegna that can just fly 90 feet at a time. It's just, bye!
I like
Don't forget my dash.
Now I know how the Bogglepult feels.
Good question. Could Alecna do a flyby, pick up Helman and Riv, and fuck off?
There'd be strength checks and stuff involved, but it's a plausible idea. But I'm not saying it's impossible. But Manticore can also fly. They have a flying speed of 50, so not quite as good, but enough for a pursuit for sure.
I mean, I could make two of us fly as well if we needed to.
How far does this go on, though? They seem to be everywhere. I mean, we can't fight them all.
This is a long 6 seconds, Balter.
You're not even talking.
That's my point. It's like we're in initiative order. It's like this is a long 6 seconds.
I just think we do need to try.
So
If you're dashing to there, I
I'm not
would
dashing,
require.
I'm not dashing.
All right, okay. So if you're moving to there, I would require another 2 deck saves from you, please.
Ugh.
Okay, so both fail.
Fuck.
Oh, actually, make that 3, please. Actually, no, don't. Just,
Make that 4.
just
Make
the
that
2.
14!
Just the 2 will do.
They want to just kill me now and have done with it.
You're the one that's rushing down a corridor of enemies.
I know. Oh, I know.
So both fail the deck saves there. Where did I put my d8s? There's one, and there's another. Ooh, that's a bit more dangerous. 20 points of piercing damage to Balter as he runs up the corridor and gets another couple of spikes in him.
Well, that hurts.
Oh. Well, at least you match the background now.
You now fit in with your surroundings. You're covered in spikes and blood.
It's a vibe.
Oh, it's a disguise.
Are you breaking off these spikes or keeping them, or are they just still in you, or
Oh, sorry. I'm breaking them off as my free action.
and just leaving them on the floor
Yes.
where they lay? Yeah, that's fine. Just checking. for future reference. That's fine.
That makes me paranoid as fuck that you're asking, but yes.
I'm sure it does. Oh, I've missed this so much.
I have.
It's that little,
So-
it's a little fucking chuckle. Oh,
So Balta has moved. What next? What do?
I've actually just found something that might help me. Are these spikes classed as a ranged weapon?
I mean, for them, because they can fling them, yeah. I mean, for you, it'd be an improvised weapon, and the closest similarity would be a dart.
I have found this.
Reduce the damage dealt by a ranged weapon by 1d8, plus your level, plus dex. Okay. It's too late to do anything about the first one that hit you. But for these two, yeah, by all means, roll 2d8 for me. So that's 13, and you're currently level 8, yes?
Yep. Currently
So that's 13 plus 16 for each one. Oh wait, no, it's your
29.
reaction, so it only affects one of them. Actually,
Yes.
yeah, because it's your reaction, so you can do it to one of them. So we'll keep the 7 because it's the higher of your two
Oh,
rolls.
you generous
So
god.
7 plus 8, 15, and your dex mod is
4.
so a bang on 19, which would reduce the damage to 1. So you take 1 point of damage from one, and then you take the 10 from the other. So only 11, not 20. So add 9 back to your HP.
Woo!
woohoo!
Because I'm nice like that.
Not much.
I could have gone, no, too late. Should have done it before. I've already rolled. no, that's fine. Yeah, so you've only taken 11 points of damage rather than 20. That's considerably better. It's almost half the damage that you took.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I never
You've still,
know.
you've still got your action and your bonus action.
Yeah, but I don't want to attack them. Can I hide? Try and hide, like here.
It would
Action.
probably. You can take the action to hide, yeah. That would require a stealth check since the 3 of them would see you. So if you can roll me stealth. So an 11.
Yeah, it's a long shot.
Yeah, no, you've not successfully. Their passive perception is 11, so
That's fine.
it matches your stealth check. So
That's
yeah,
fine.
they'd have seen you run under there. They know you're there. You're sheltered from the 2 above you because you're sort of trying to recess yourself in like a rocky outcrop. But they know that you're there, so you're not effectively hidden as such. And they can pursue you if they so choose. But the 2 that are above you can't directly sling weapons down.
That's exactly what I was after then. Then if that is me, which I believe so, because I don't have any other actions, that's fine. That's me.
Cool. Hailman.
So just use my speaking action first and just be like, so, are we running?
I think run and hide is the best thing. We can't fight all of these.
Okay.
I mean, Alegna killed 1 in a single turn.
Don't
Godlike.
expect that on every turn. That was a lucky shot.
And she's a badass.
So I will move to there is my movement. Again, get the elemental to stand to defend me from the one on the opposite side.
Yeah, if it has any ranged attacks or anything that you want to use, feel free to use one now, because I forgot to include it in the turn order before.
It doesn't have, I don't think. It just has slam attack.
Ah, right, okay, that's fine.
And then he's just going to fire another firebolt. He's not going to dash. So this time it's a 10 To hit.
will, yeah, no, unfortunately not a hit.
But yeah, that'll be his turn. He's kind of just like, as he's walking, he's leaning against the rocks for support. And okay, I'll let's try and get through this hellhole.
Yep, absolutely fine. So that would be Riv up next then.
Okay, well, Riv's also going to keep under the rocks as much as possible in front of Helmin to protect him as much as possible. I was looking through my character sheet and I still have my Wand of Lightning.
Okay.
So it has 7 charges. I can expend 1 or more of its charges to cast a lightning bolt spell. For 1 charge you cast a 3rd level spell and increase the spell slot level by 1 for each charge you expend, and basically I need to make sure I leave 1 and it regenerates at dawn or whenever the day cycle is. So I'm going to use 2, which would make it a level 6 by the sounds of it.
So using 1 charge, you cast it at level 3.
Right. And then use 2 charges.
So if you're using 2 charges, does it increase the level by 1 for each additional charge?
Yeah, let me just... This is what I have in my bio sheet.
1 or more of its charges cast lightning bolt. For 1, you can increase the spell slot level by 1 for each additional charge you spend.
So that would be 4.
Yeah. So yeah, if you use it with 2 charges, you cast a level 4 lightning bolt spell.
Yep, so I'm going to do that then.
Okie dokie.
Now, do I need to have that in my sheet to cast it, or do I just roll for it?
Let me just bring up the lightning bolt spell, and I'll tell you what to roll for it. Okay, so lightning bolt.
Probably a dex save.
Yeah, it's a dex saving throw, 100 feet long, 5 feet wide. So where are you aiming the spell?
What's the range of it? I probably should have looked that up.
100 feet long.
It's not that long.
So I'm going to aim it at this one that's facing us.
So the one furthest away to the south, yeah?
This one here.
No problem. That is a DC 15 dex save. So let me roll that first. Well, I rolled a nat 1, so it's obviously going to fail that dex save. So that is 9d6.
9d6, okay.
Yeah. Okay, 41 points of damage, not a problem.
And that's 2 used.
He's a rather unhappy manticore, quite sizzled.
Oh, I was going for this one over here.
Oh, right, okay, sorry, I thought you meant the one down the bottom. That's absolutely fine. Yep, just... That about does it.
Just have a look. I do not have any healing potions. Sorry, Balto. I was going to see if I could pass your potion, but I don't have any.
I do, but I could kill you just giving you it.
Huh?
He's got his swallow potion, but if anybody that's not a witcher drinks it, they can maybe get poisoned and die.
No, that's fine. It's just like, see, I was going to hand you one if you needed it, but I don't have one, so I can't. So I'm going to... Where did I move? That's as far as I can move. And I've done my action.
As a rogue, you can bonus action dash or hide if you choose.
I'm going to hide.
Okay,
I could dash on, but I'm not leaving...
And I believe you have advantage on stealth checks because of various roguey things I've given you, so roll an advantage stealth check for me.
I have a fabulous cloak. Stealth. 24.
Yeah, fine. Anything higher than an 11. So you're effectively now invisible to all of the surrounding enemies. They don't know where you've gone. You've somehow managed to practically disappear from view.
Cool.
Would it look like she disappeared to me as well?
Is your passive perception lower than 24?
Just a little bit.
Then yes. She's effectively disappeared from your view as well. You're not quite sure where she went.
Oh
she
my
was there
God.
a second ago, but now she's gone.
Elmin's just taken Rick too.
You blinked. That's what happens when
Yeah.
you blink.
Blink and you'll miss it, yeah.
Well, when Helmin walks by, Riv's just going to go, boo.
And we will Constitution save for that later. Helmin has a heart attack and dies. Again.
Again.
Yeah. Okay, next.
How long has it been since he died in game time?
Not long. I
Not
mean,
very long,
that
no.
happened shortly before, like the day before, the night before, rather, Alegna turned up and brought you all to hell. So I'd say less than 24 hours. I'd say it's been like 12 to 18 hours there or thereabouts.
Awesome.
But yeah, in another 6 hours or so, I think you lose a point of exhaustion, right? If you've had a chance to have a rest.
I think it's every long rest.
Every long rest, yeah. So if you get a
You
chance to
lose
have
a
a
level.
sleep, or if Helmin gets to pitch his tent, then you all get to just chill out for a bit. Next up is... let me just...
Decent kind of shit.
Next up is me.
Next up is Alegna, yeah.
Yeah. Question: is flying by and picking somebody up classed as an action?
If you're wanting to fly down, pick someone up and fly away, I would say it's your action to try and lift and carry. Almost like a grapple, it just wouldn't be contested, it just requires a strength check to be able to keep hold of them.
Nope, sorry, I'm not using my action on that. I am going to just fly straight over here and make a double mace on that.
Cool, yeah.
I was going to see if I could pick Helman up and just keep him behind me.
Yep, that's 2 hits. 30 and 28.
And an elephant.
50.
I heard elephant too.
I think it's a squeaky door, but it's an elephant.
No, that was the squeaky hinges of my door opening. Yeah, it's still alive. Looks very, very unhappy with that recent turn of events, but is still going.
58 damage, that's alright.
Yeah, that's decent. That is very, very decent.
Yeah, that's alright, is that?
More than 2/3. More than 2/3.
Nice.
Cool. Anything else for
Yeah.
Alegna, or just the double mace attack?
Just the double mace attack. I'm stood behind him, so I'm hoping like he'd be big enough to give me some form of cover from the spikes.
Yeah.
For the others,
Absolutely not
but
a
that's
problem
it for me.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay, next up is the manticores. So the one by Alegna is going to attack physically now, as she is within physical range, face to face. So that's a multi-attack, 1 bite, 2 claw. So that is 19, dirty 20, and a nat 1.
Hit, and a definite miss.
Yeah. So it's bit you, scratched you, then scratched itself. So we'll do the bite first. That is 4 points half, so 2 points of damage on that.
I can live with that.
That is 8, so 4 points of damage on the claw, and then it hits itself for 7.
Nice.
Okay, there we go. So 7. So that's that one. The one above Riv does not know Riv is there. Hailman took no active action to hide previously, did he? He just sort of
He
planted himself at the
didn't
bottom of
know.
the cliff. Okay, so this one's going to start coming down to attack Hailman. This one is going to come down to attack Voltaire. We'll go this side, and the one further away is going to make a ranged attack against Voltaire. You are the closest, unfortunately, and it knows
That's
that
all
you're
right.
there. So I do apologise, but game physics and
Exactly.
You are the tank.
yeah, you are now the reigning tank, apart from Alegna,
Yeah.
because Henrek's gone.
Really?
So, the first 3 attacks on Hailman, we've got 22, 24, 18. I assume that they all hit.
You will have disadvantage on each attack because I have a cloak of displacement.
Ooh, good point.
Well, at least, I think the first one will hit anyway, so then that will cancel it. So.
I'll just roll them all again. So 14, 7, and 12.
All miss.
Okay.
I have a
Tailwind's
15
absolute-
with my mage armor, just to let you know.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. Not a problem. I forgot about your cloak of displacement. I'm not going to lie.
When we were talking about running the gauntlet, I suddenly reminded of it.
Unless you
Thank
get
goodness.
hit, it's disadvantage every time, isn't it?
Yeah, but if I get hit on the
each
first attack,
turn,
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I've got it. I remember now. Voltaire, 3 melee attacks on you. That's 23, 13, and 10. So just a 23.
Just a 23.
Yeah.
Yep, just a 23.
So that's the bite attack. So it's going to take a chomp at you, and that is 7 points of piercing damage.
Lovely.
And then the ranged one, 3 more spikes coming your way. We've got 16, 21, 14. So just the 21 to hit on that as well, yeah? That is another 8 points of piercing damage on that one.
Yeah, I'd like to use my reaction on that one to reduce the damage.
Yeah, so roll your d8 for me.
Plus 8.
Yep, so you've reduced the damage down to 0. You can use, if you've got Ard,
Oh, I do.
you can spend a point to fire it back.
Oh, I would love to.
Okie dokie, that's absolutely fine. So that just flies back, and that's 8 points of damage to it instead of you.
Fantastic.
Come here.
That's the first time I've used that successfully.
Okay, next up we've got with the leg now having approached up here, this now comes into play. Makes its way
Peekaboo.
across. Yeah. Hello. Hey, you guys.
Grass wreck?
Looking for some hot stuff. Right, and it is going to touch you inappropriately twice.
Aye, aye.
Or it's at least going to attempt.
Stranger danger. Stranger danger.
Not in,
For
not in her no-no
fuck's
zone.
sake. So that is 12 and another nat 1.
So, can I say, contact, as he's gone to touch me, because I'm assuming he's going to do the damage to himself. So
no,
can I
to the
just-
manticore on the other side. It's going to
Alright, can I
overreach.
just do that your typical, somebody goes to grab you grab the hand, twist it back, and I smack it on the manticore instead.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
don't touch me, bitch.
Yeah, for narrative effect, definitely. Yeah, not a problem. So that's
hit
going to that's going to probably kill the manticore. I'm not going to lie. That is. No. Yeah, that's dead.
Sweet. What damage would it have done to me?
9 points of fire, and then you'd have been set
Wow.
on fire and have to take 1d10 fire damage each turn unless you put it out. And
Wow.
that takes an action to put the fire out.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
But that's that. Elemental Spirit, so Hailman's minion, is up next.
Is the other manticore within range for us for it to attack?
Mhm.
So it will do its slam attack twice.
Okay, have you got the stats for that to hand, so I don't have to bring them up?
I do, yes.
Cool.
So that is a d20 to attack plus my spell attack bonus, which is a +7. So the first attack is a
I've just seen your consent, please, in the chat. So that's an 8, so no, and sorry, a 9 and a 12.
12.
Yeah, no, both miss it, unfortunately, for
Yes.
the elemental spirit.
No worries. I mean, I thought that would be a good idea, as I have a -3 to everything, and that one doesn't. But no.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if it had gotten that one. Just accidentally swatted you. No, that's
But
fine.
yeah, so it does its 2 attacks, and Or
The
just stand
Manticore,
there?
just sort of a bit more agile, manages to dodge. Yeah, absolutely fine. I guess that'll be it for Elemental Spirit, yeah?
Yes, he doesn't have a lot of actions.
Cool, Baltair.
Can Malta just stay here forever? No, he's a one-on-one with this thing, so he'll take 2 swings at it with his silvered longsword. The
Cool.
19 and a 14 hit.
A 19 and a 14. Yes, they both hit.
That's 13 with one and 6 with the other.
Okay, so 19 total.
And I fire Ignite in its face as well. DC
Okay.
15.
So that's a 10-foot cone, yes?
Yes.
Let me just bring up a 10-foot cone.
Hi, Rev.
Yeah, that's.
Hi.
I think I just
so
miss Riv.
based on the angle of direction, it'll be a corner cone.
But I can
So-
use evasions against area of attack spells.
I don't think it's going to get you anyway, because it'll be there from Baltair outwards. So yeah, just fall short of missing you with a 10-foot cone.
Malta knew what he was doing.
I always have to make sure. That's
course.
all.
Completely.
I mean, I'm hitting as well, so could be anywhere.
So DC 14, 5. They don't have more than they definitely don't have a +10 to dex, so that's a fail. So 14 points of damage, and the basic one doesn't set them on fire, if I remember
It
correctly.
does not.
It's the advanced one that
It's
does.
the
Yeah.
advanced one that does.
Yeah, that's fine. So another 14 points of damage there. Absolutely not a problem. Is that everything for Baltair? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all I can. Yeah, I've used my action, bonus action. Yeah.
Cool. Hailman, you're back up.
So, I think. I'll take an opportunity attack if I move. So, instead, I'm going to cast Misty Step.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. No, it's fine.
To get me next to Baltair.
So bonus action,
Enough.
Misty Step over to Baltair. Yeah.
Before I leave, I'm just going to instruct the elemental to keep attacking the Manticore,
Yeah, it will continue to do so on its turn. Not a problem.
and then I'm going to do the same. Get into this sort of area. Try to, well, if I can, as I walk past Baltair, I do have a normal healing potion on me.
So you've
So-
used, but is it bonus action to Misty Step
Yes, but I was just going to pass it over to Baltair. I don't mind if it's
rather
my
than administer it? So yeah, that's fine. Your free use interact. You can hand him a healing potion. Yeah, that's fine.
So I have it's just a normal healing potion, but
Standard potion of healing.
I'll get rid of that off my sheet. So yeah, pass that over to Baltair, and then I think after seeing what Riv did last turn, Hailman will feel a little bit desperate at the minute with these creatures, and he will pull out his own magical wand.
Whoa.
And he
You
will.
can call it that as much as you want, Hailman. It's not magic. You're just good with it.
It is magic. You telling me it's not magic? It gets bigger just by rubbing it.
Okay,
but
go
yeah,
on, go on.
cast, and then you aim towards this Manticore at the far side.
Wait, is this that nonsense wand I forgot that I gave you?
Yeah, the one,
Yeah.
wand of wonder.
Yeah. Wand of Wonders brackets nonsense wand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't shortcut it to a nonce one.
Yeah, it's not a nonce wand.
That's something else.
Oh, Hailman's got his nonces wand out.
Oh, okey-dokey, that's
Well,
something else.
Oh, we've been demonetized, everyone.
I believe it's a D100.
Okay. Do I roll? I'll roll the D100, or you roll the D100? Yeah, that's fine. 70. No, that's fine. What does it do?
70. Oh, you cast Fireball
Ooh!
On yourself or on target?
on target. So I'm aiming it towards Manticore. And
The
if
one
I rolled a
furthest away.
79, then I would have cast. I cast Fireball.
On the one furthest away to the right, is it?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's a dex save. That's another nat 1, so that's a fail. Fuck's sake. I'm getting plagued by bad dice.
Good.
Right.
Hurrah!
Dice, you're fired. you're in the sin bin for the night.
I know I'm a wizard and I should know what Fireball does. Is it 6
Eight,
or
8d6.
8d6?
Oh, that would be a wonderful noise in real life.
Oh no, that's a d8. Sorry, forget that.
Just take 2 off it, it's fine.
Take two off per dice. Even with a 28. That's another dead one. I mean, if we want some fiery sounds, 1 second. I have a soundtrack for that.
I feel warmer listening to this.
I'll just knock them down just a tad. There we go. Cool. So yeah, Hailman has successfully vanquished another of the Manticores. Anything else for Hailman?
No, I think that's handing a potion over, bonus action and everything. So no, I'll
Cool.
just
Rib,
put my hand against the wall as I'm taking a breath.
Rib, you're up.
Is this one down and engaging?
Yes, it's on ground level. Currently taking a bite out of Baltair. I'll just sort of move it slightly so you can tell a bit more. But I mean, it's not directly in your path as such, but it's sort of just there on the precipice at the very bottom.
But I can sneak up on it and stab the kidney, which is what I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
do.
you can walk up and stab it. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes, that's what I'm going to do.
Woo!
So it's sneak attack, and do I get advantage as well because of flanking? Or do
I
get
think
that
you're currently.
anyway, sneak attack.
I don't think the disadvantage at level 1 only counts for skill checks, right? Not attack rolls. It's just Scott that's got disadvantage on his
Oh.
attack
It says
rolls. So
disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
ability checks. That's it. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, your attack would have been made at advantage. Yeah.
Awesome. I'm not going to engage my shadow blade, so I'm just going to use my.
Jabba 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 jabba.
I'm just going to use my short sword. So I've got little stabby dagger and big stabby the short sword. So
Yeah.
that's 20.
So dirty 20. Yeah. 22 points of damage. Absolutely fine. There we go.
Ooh.
Cool. Bonus action, obviously, to disengage. And I'm gonna stay hidden here.
So
Yeah.
as you've come out and
That's true,
attacked
yes, I've come out
and then
and moved.
disengaged, you can't hide.
I can't hide as well, no. So I'm just gonna
No.
disengage.
Yeah,
And
that's
if
fine.
I move,
So
I get an opportunity attack.
no,
No,
because you
'cause I'm
disengage. You
disengaged.
disengage, so there'll be no opportunity attack if you choose to move.
So again, I'm going to move 20 for the rest of my movements to protect Helmin.
Cool. Okay. Right. Next up, Alegna, you've been keeping your eye out and sort of
Oh
hoping
no.
to catch anything following you.
Oh no.
which there is. So you have maybe just glanced over the edge of your shoulder whilst fighting a fire elemental and seen that the snaky lady has appeared in the canyon as well.
Yep.
It is their turn in the turn order because, as I say, I've got everything that you may or may not fight, as far as I can think of in advance, already rolled in. Movement speed 40 feet. Okay.
So does that move after me?
Yeah, so it goes you, then Snaky Lady, in the turn order that I've got written. I've got all the rolls and stuff all on a sheet of paper next to me.
I'm making notes as
so-
well because I'm trying to make notes more. Look at me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So 40 feet. get her right up to the elemental spirit. Fine. Oh, stupid roll 20. Stop being a bum. Boop. There we go. Now I feel bad doing this while Scott's away, but it's going to attack his elemental spirit. I'm not going to say any more than that verbally, and please don't listen to the sound of dice rolling because it may upset a lot of you. I've only got.
Oh, I've only got 15 dice here.
Oh, alright.
I've only got 6. That's fine. I'll have to re-roll one.
Fuck.
I do not like that.
Not at all. I think they might be down a wizard.
It's only attacking the elemental spirit.
Oh, that's
Okay,
fine. No.
Okay, so that'll be 4 successful. Oh, actually, based on its AC, possibly more. We'll go with 4 for now because I can calculate that properly. So that is. Right, I need the advanced roller.
The advanced roller, that's great, said no one ever.
One of us not one of us. Oh, fuck. Step here,
Which is
one of us.
exactly enough to take out the elemental spirit.
She was pissed at us trespassing, so we left. She's fine anyway.
We didn't know she was. We didn't know she was there.
You killed all of her minions. Alegna, you're up next.
Are red dragons below a CR 15?
Wow, that's a question to come back on.
What kind of red dragon?
Ancient.
I'm trying to think of something that I know it's not an ancient because an ancient I found out is 24. I'm trying to think of something that could be fire resistant to help me out here, but I'm thinking either an adult red dragon. Can you do an adult one, or would it have to be a young adult, or I don't know what it is.
An adult red dragon has a CR of
14?
17, so you'd have to be a young red dragon.
A young red dragon.
I
Are they any
believe
good?
so.
I'm trying to think what that thing that I pissed James off with that was immune to all fire damage.
Wasn't that a fire? That was a fire snake, no?
I don't remember. Young red dragon.
Challenge rating of 10.
Actually, I don't think there is a young red wormling.
No, young red dragon in the roll 20 compendium.
Yeah.
There, is there one in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can link it to chat if you want.
No, it's just 'cause I typed in young and it just says no results found. Oh no, there we go. It's doing it now. I must have had something. I must have had something in there that, like a space or something.
It's roll 20 doing roll 20 things again, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's roll 20 being roll. I thought young dragons were a thing. I knew I hadn't missed out an entire friggin' age bracket.
No, you obviously killed 2 young green dragons, so...
That has a challenge rating of 10, so you could go to be a young red dragon if you so chose.
And that is my action, isn't it?
To shape change, yeah, but is it not once per day and you've already done it into Fire Giant?
But what is typed differently in hell? Ooh.
I don't know.
Right, I didn't hear that. Did you say no?
I said I don't know.
Oh.
I've not got it printed out on the sheet. It just tells me what it is.
Magically blah, 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 blah. There actually isn't any sort of cap based on the character sheet I've got. Now, if that's because I've amended it just to let you do it as and when.
I don't have a cap on. I'm going to say I've got the sheet that you gave me. It doesn't have a cap on it.
Doesn't have a cap on it. Fine, yeah.
Call it once a day if you want.
No, because your healing touch has got a per day thing on it. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
change shape. It just seems to be ad hoc, like at will. As long as you're alive, you can change shape into whatever you want. So yeah, absolutely fine.
But that's my action, isn't it?
It would be your action to change into the into the young red dragon. Yes.
No, do you know what? I'm not doing it this time round. This time round, I'm going to risk. I'll take the opportunity attack, and I want to fly to here.
Okay. So that is. So that's 12 plus 6, 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. So that is that one. Oh shit! Come here, you. There we go. 8 plus 3, 11. So 6 points of damage, and you're now on fire.
Yep, and it's an action to come off fire, to get myself
It
off.
takes an action to douse the fire. Yes, but
Yeah,
you're now
that's fine.
on fire.
That's fine. I will stay on fire, and I'm going to make a mace attack at the one that's just joined us.
Cool.
Let's have a look. What did I get?
So 24.
24. And screen's gone into some form of full screen. It's annoying me because I don't know how to get off it.
F11.
I'll try that in a moment.
If not, just refresh. That's what I have to do. 24 and 26. Yeah, both of those will hit. Remind me, do your attacks count as magic, right?
They do, yes.
Yeah, cool. So that is 28 plus 28, 56.
And that's on the one that's just joined us, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Scott, your elemental spirit got KO'd.
I can see, I guess.
Yeah.
There was a lot of dice noises.
Yeah, it was.
And then
Yeah, it was not good for him.
No, it's
I'm assuming I've still got movement.
You will have, yeah. So if you want to fly away, it'll be another 2 opportunity attacks for you.
Yep, I will take the opportunity attacks. I'm going to fly into here.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
Okay. On an opportunity attack, if something has multi-attack, does it make its opportunity as a multi-attack? Because that's its attack action.
Would it have
I
time
don't
if
know.
someone's going by? Does it just do one and then they're gone?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, is it not just like a lash out kind of thing?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. I think it would just be like a one-off, like, single blow.
That's how I would roll it, but
Yeah. Okay. Right, so, the Manticore will make a bite attack at you. Ooh, that's a nat 20. So
That hits.
2d8. Where are my d8s? There's 1, there's 2. So that is 6 plus 3 is 9 halved, so 5 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And then the Marilith is going to make a tail attack at you, as it has a longer reach of 10 feet. So it's going to make a chance attack with that.
Yep.
That is a dirty 28.
Yep, that definitely hits.
Okay, so that is 2. Where are my d10s?
I don't know whether my screen's gone funny, but 11 seems to be. I can't see what you're attacking. Unless you reach
That's-
that far.
Oh, yeah.
You won't be able to see what I'm attacking because it's opportunity attacks because I'm so away from them.
Of
That's
course.
it.
Yeah.
That's 11 plus. So that's 11, but they are counted as magical attacks. So you take the full damage of 11, and as it was a tail attack, it wraps you in its tail and prevents you from fleeing. So you are grappled with the snake lady.
Awesome.
So yeah, you're now grappled unless you sort of take an action to try and break the grapple on your
That's
next
fine.
turn.
And do I take my fire damage at the end of my turn or at the
Start
start
of
of my
your
next
start
turn?
of your next turn, but as
Okay,
you're
that's me
grappled
then.
by the Marilith, I will be rolling for them to take the damage as well as you are currently on fire. And if you hold something that's on fire, it'll burn you too. So I am playing fair with that rule.
Sweet. me.
Manticore is up next, so you're now next to that one you're currently grappled, so it'll have advantage on its 3 attacks. So it's a bite and 2 claw. So we've got that. And that. So that'll be 2 hits because I rolled 2 18s and then other things that were non-useful whatsoever. So that is 8. So 3 points of piercing damage. I've already halved it. So 3 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And 2 points of slashing damage from the one attacking Electa.
Sweet. You can see that at where I've amended it on my character thing.
Yeah, it's ticking down
fine.
on your token for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Absolutely no problem. Voltaire, you're still currently engaged with this other one, so I do apologise, but you're going to get savaged again. That is 15, 15, dirty 24, so just the dirty 24 that will hit.
Ooh, am I?
That is 6 points of slashing damage to Voltaire. Next up is the fire elemental. He has 40 feet of movement, so we'll get into about there. No ranged attacks.
I thought it was a 60-foot drop, though.
Oh yeah, but he's an elemental, so...
Okay, then.
He's still, like, on the precipice. He's not dropped down to the ground. He's, like, on the edge of the cliff. It's a large character token. Does it make you feel better if I just sort of put him, like...
No, I was just asking
a little bit further back.
No, I was just asking.
Oh yeah, no, it is a drop. Yeah, it can't fly as such. So let me just put that. He's on the edge of the cliff, is what I'm is where I'm trying to have him. So yeah, that's fine. No ranged attacks, I don't believe. Just a touch attack. Yeah, so nothing else for him, I don't think. Oh, hang on, fire. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That doesn't really make any difference for that. That's fine. Elemental Spirit's dead, so Baltair, you're up.
Oh yeah! In the face with my silvered longsword. It's a 19 hit with a 13.
The 19 does hit. You're not disadvantaged because you're only at 1 level of exhaustion, aren't you? So
Yes, I've been doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, 19 does hit, 14 points of damage, and the 13 was obviously your extra attack, yeah?
Yes.
Save your extra attack because the 14 points of damage from the attack that hit, boop, kills it. So that one is also now slain. So you've got an extra attack, a bonus attack, and a reaction. What do?
I'm going to use Jekyll and try and hit the thing.
Okay.
Probably not going to do well, but 20.
Yeah, that will hit.
That's 13 points of fire damage. Sorry, Kat, I just love the...
A 20.
Yes, and...
Counts as a magical attack. That is absolutely fine. So that's the full 13.
And can I fire off my bow again, but like with my... No,
So
I can't. 'Cause I've got my...
Without... Oh, yeah, you've already had your sword out. So...
Already had my sword out, so that's that question done with.
Yeah, and you did wield it two-handed, but we gave you leniency to stow a weapon and draw a weapon, but it'll cancel out the second-hand bow. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, you've done that.
What is drinking a potion in this game of
bonus action?
I will take that bonus action and drink some Swallow. So
not the healing potion that Helm.
Oh, the healing potion that Helman gave me. What's that?
2d4 plus 2.
It's not great, but it's something.
That's 6.
2d4 plus 2.
Oh fuck!
So roll another d4.
Yeah, I thought I did, but
7. So 9 points of healing for you. I believe it is 2d4 plus 2, right?
I believe.
And then the next one's 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Close enough.
you.
Doesn't matter.
Thank
We'll
you for
retcon
that,
it later. We'll retcon it later if we need to.
Yes.
All good for Voltaire, yeah.
Yeah, that's all good.
Okay, no worries. Next, bear with. There's definitely nothing else in here. I promise you. I'm definitely not moving anything. I promise. Hailman. This definitely isn't an alley of death. It isn't the gladiator gauntlet. I promise. It's got Rhino. Got Rhino just at the end.
Well, you can't get past that little fella.
Yeah.
I totally.
What am I going to do? I think seeing Alegna fighting two. Question: if I was to use telekinesis, would I be able to like pull Alegna back 5 feet and break the grapple?
It wouldn't break the grapple. No.
Okie dokie.
She's basically wrapped in a big snake tail. So I mean, you could pull her, and I would say it'd give her advantage on the skill check to break the grapple on her next turn, if that was what you wanted to do. But it wouldn't immediately break it. It'd just mean it'd be a bit easier for her to break out because you're pulling her at the same time that she's trying to wriggle free.
Cool. Well, I don't think I've used my new feat telekinesis yet, so I will use my bonus action to try to telekinetically pull Alegna towards us.
Just give the Marilith a real big twitty twister and hope that she.
I have an improved mage hand. Can I not use my action to do it? So I'm getting both of them.
But I mean, there's no such thing as double advantage, so it wouldn't really make any difference.
I know.
I wish there was, and I wish I could give it to you.
Instead of double advantage, will it just let me break the grapple as a bonus action instead of my action?
No.
Worth
a try. Can't blame a trier.
So with a bonus action, I'm going to cast telekinesis.
With a boner action.
I heard the same thing.
So you can't heard it too.
And with my action, I am going to cast Mind Slither on the snake lady thing.
On the Marilith. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that would be a intelligence saving throw.
Okie dokie. That is not a problem. So an intelligence save.
15 is my DC.
God damn, I don't have any advantage on those. I do, but not like any additional like I do to the others. So just +4. But it's a magical attack, so I have magic resistance, so advantage for that. Nat 20, so yeah, unfortunately breaks that. I got an 11 and a 20. The 11 was +4, so even with the 11, it still would have met the 15.
Yeah, no worries.
So no reduced thing, but still take damage, correct?
No, it's a cantrip, so it's a save or...
Oh, I thought it was the damage and you just don't get your next save reduced if you make the save. Oh, that's fine. Sorry, wait, hang on. Is it a 15 to hit or is it a save?
It's a save.
Oh, right, okay, yes. Yeah,
it's an intelligence saving throw. Take 1d6 damage and thingy, but you've succeeded.
On a successful save, no effect. Right, got you, I'm with you, I'm there.
Cantrip, yeah.
Had no effect, but you do hear telepathically in your head. Nice try.
Let's be like, thanks. But that'll be
cool.
Hailman's turn.
Next up is the Marilith. She's going to start her turn by taking 10 points of damage from the on fire Alegna.
I thought she was after me.
Oh wait, have I missed Riv? Oh sorry, no, I've missed Riv. Sorry, I missed you in my written list. I've got ignore my chicken scratch. I'll still take the 10 damage, so it's still max damage at the start of her next turn. So that's fine. Riv, up to you. Sorry, I do apologise. I overlooked you in my turn order.
That's okay. I won't take it personally.
Little.
I know you said that was it Alegna's on fire, so the Marilith is 2. As she's grappled,
I'm on fire.
How does that apply to lightning? If
well,
Alegna's
I mean,
grappled as well.
Alegna is wrapped up in the tail of the Marilith. The lightning bolt from Wand of Lightning has a 5-foot range. I would consider Alegna within the same 5-foot range of the Marilith. So if you blasted a Wand of Lightning or any other area of effect spell at the Marilith, it would also hit Alegna. If it's not a targeted spell, Alegna will likely be caught in the blast.
Alright, when you say targeted spell...
As in, so on target, not on area. So if it doesn't have like a cone, a line, a radius, a square, if it just says on target, those spells are fine. Everything else would have the byproduct of also hitting Alegna.
So, I'm not going to use the wand then. So chromatic orb, it says a creature you can see within range.
Yeah, that's a specific designated target, so you would be able to hit the Marilith in such a way it wouldn't affect Alegna.
Cool, I'm going to use that instead then. And just to keep on, I'm going to use lightning this time with it.
Cool.
So, fingers crossed. I'm going to cast that at level 1 because it's still there. 9.
Yeah, not gonna hit, I'm afraid.
6.
Oh.
And movement and bonus action. I'm gonna bonus action hide and just try and hide further into the shadows in here, just so she don't attack me back again.
Cool. Yep. Just for the sake of brevity, give me a advantage stealth check just to see if anything that's around notices you going in there.
Don't like that.
It probably won't, but, you know. 26. Yeah, nothing's gonna see you.
Don't like that. Okay.
Don't like what? I don't know what I said.
And that's me done.
Okay, now it's the Marilith who has taken the 10 points of damage. Okay, now this could be potentially very, very bad for Alegna.
Hit me.
I'm going to just do it on the dice roller rather than rolling actual dice because I don't have enough dice and it saves me having to re-roll. Okay, now all of these have +9. Just bear that in mind.
What?
24, 12, 27, 11, 24, 28, 20. So I'm guessing just the 3 and the 2 miss.
Yep.
Okay. So that is
What?
What's attacking me?
Marilith that's
The
currently
swords.
got you. Yeah, with the swords. Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic attacks though, because part of the
Yep,
catch.
of course. Yep.
Count as magical. I didn't even roll them with the advantage that she would have from grappling either. I could have re-rolled all of that and maybe done better.
How many attacks
I'm
has she had? What?
7 attacks. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oof.
4, so 5 plus 4 is 20. 72 points of damage to Alegna.
Yep. Minus 72. Yep.
Cool. That is Marilith's turn. Alegna is up next and takes 10 points of fire damage from being on fire.
Yep. Minus 10. Awesome. I'm looking pretty shit right now.
Sorry.
Oh, no. On my character sheet, I have Healing Touch 3 times a day, but it does not say action or bonus action. So, is that a bonus action?
If it doesn't specify whether it's an action or a bonus action, I would say you can use that 3 times at will, provided it's your turn to act.
Sweet.
So if you want to use that as your action and bonus action on this turn, you can. If you want to use it just as a bonus action, use an action for something else, again, yeah, absolutely fine.
That's fine. I want to use it as a bonus action, so it regains 4d8 plus 2. Let's have a look. Oh, I just do it on the sheet, don't I?
Yeah, if you just click it, it should just roll through.
Just bear with me, sorry. Healing touch there. No, it's not rolled it, has
Never
it?
mind, it's not rolled it.
Healing touch.
So I'll just... 48. Oh wow, 15.
15.
It's not exactly much, and then I suppose I'll use my action to try and get out of this grapple, because I'm not going to last another hit.
Okay, so you've got assistance from Hailman, so that is a strength check. So if you can roll strength save, so if you can roll a strength save for me, twice.
I've not got a normal character sheet, so I don't know
if it doesn't have anything listed as an additional proficiency, just roll strength and add
Your strength modifier.
your strength modifier.
4.
So that's a
11.
an
Is
11.
it advantage?
You've got advantage from Hailman helping you.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah,
28.
You needed a 19, so you're all good. Yeah, that's fine. You are
And then...
out.
And
You
then...
broke free of the grapple. You've used your bonus action to heal yourself.
And I'm going to risk it for a biscuit, and I'll take the opportunity attacks before I move. But I want to try and fly away.
I rolled a 7 and a 12. Both will miss because the 7 was plus 9.
Thank goodness.
The 12 was plus 5. Both of those won't hit you, so you're good.
I am hiding,
out
crouched
of
down
there.
in the corner, like crouching right in a ball in this corner.
Hi.
Hi.
I thought I was God.
Yeah,
No,
Should have stayed as a fire giant.
Mariliths are evil. I'm not gonna lie.
No, there is
but
something that's more evil.
is it
Imagine
me?
if
Yes,
it's not the Marilith I'm bothered about.
It's you that is. You're
It's
the
not-
evil.
It's not the Marilith I'm bothered about, it's the fire elemental I don't like.
Why? They can't do nothing unless they can touch you.
Exactly, and all it has to do is touch me once, and I'm taking, 10 damage I just took, and I'm going to have to take it again at the start of my next turn.
Yeah.
That's what's going to kill me. Not the Marilith, that little touch. My nose.
So next up then is the one remaining Manticore.
Killing my
Now,
mum.
as far as I'm aware, the closest person not hiding would be Hailman, correct?
Correct.
Right. What's
But
the
he's got his
range on a
displacement thing.
50 feet. So it can fly up to 50 feet. So it'll be able to get to you, no doubt. Oh yeah, it can definitely
Easy.
get there. So it's going to fly over to you. Make its 3 attacks. I'll make the first one and see if it hits at disadvantage. So that would have hit. That would have been a 23. That is an 18.
Both hit.
Okay, so the 18 is the one we take, and that breaks the displacement so that the next 2 are not at disadvantage. So we've got an 18, we've got a 13, and a 7. So just the first attack actually manages to get through. That's fine.
Cool.
That is a D8.
Beautiful.
6 points of damage to Hailman on that turn for the Manticore.
Cool.
Next up is the Fire Elemental, who's going to make his way down the cliff face, which will be... Because it's got to come down about 6... Yeah, we'll get it just to the bottom of the cliff face, because it's just going to make its way, using its dash action, without actually physically... It'll get to about there. So it's made its way down, it's dashed to the bottom of the cliff face. Then we're back to Baltair at the top of the round. Oh, I've just noticed all of the scary music's gone away. Oh no, it hasn't. It's still there. It's just quiet. There we are.
So, well, I'm just going to attack that Manticore with my long swords. The 26 and a 12 hit.
The 26 will, the 12 will not.
Would he have advantage as the Magicos attacked me?
Yeah, screw it, we'll give it flanking. So your 26 hits, roll again for the next one.
17.
Does also hit. Yeah, I mean, go crit hunting if you want, because you've got advantage, so roll again.
No, 17 again.
Yeah, that's fine. So 14 and 15, 29. Oh, this one hasn't even been touched yet. There we go.
Let's touch it.
I'm also going to cast Igni to the face. Oh, that's pretty poor.
So DC 14 Dex save. Rolled a 14, so plus its bonus will make that. Does it do half damage?
Half damage on a successful.
So that's 5, no problem.
Guaranteed damage.
Guaranteed damage, but I mean it's costing you thingy vigor points every time you use it, right? Or is that just if you empower it?
Only if I empower it.
Right, cool. No worries.
It's basically a cantrip.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, it's the Witcher version of a cantrip.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm going to... Oh, no, that was my bonus action. I'm going to do nothing.
Cool. So that's Baltair done. Next up is Hailman.
I
Nobody said it'd be easy.
am going to undo the 3-foot length rope I use as a belt, hold one end, and cast rope grip, and then that'll be my action. My movement I will use to climb into my pocket dimension.
Yep, cool.
And then he will whisper down to the rest of the party. You can all hide in here if you want. And, and then with my bonus action...
So are you leaving the Manticore's threat range to climb your rope?
I don't think so, because I cast it where I'm standing and it goes straight up in a line, so I would just be like disappearing right next to it.
Cool. Just check. There's only 3 foot in it, so it's not 5 foot up or 10.
Yeah.
But you don't get out of melee range. Yeah, that's fine.
That's the reason all them months ago I asked for a small length of rope.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely not a problem. I'm just double checking mechanics. That's all.
And then bonus action. I think the only thing I can do is, I mean, I don't. If I was, it's only 5 feet, I think, so I wouldn't be able to drag Baltair towards me, would I?
No, he's 10 foot away from you.
Yeah. I don't really think there's any point using it then. Oh, actually, because Baltair was the last one to go and he looks wounded. Oh no, it's an action to do that, so I can't do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna stand there, well, in the pocket, holding the rope, and then just hold my bonus action if you'll allow me to. That once everybody's in before the monster's turn, then I will pull the rope up so they cannot see us.
Yeah, sure, why not?
And that is Hailman's turn. He's run away.
No problem. Ribs go.
Riv wants to kill the Manticore. Now, it's fighting with Baltair, isn't it? So, flanking? Sneak attack?
Yeah. If you're up close.
Yeah, well, yeah. So,
Yeah.
I'm going to break hiding, run in, sneak attack with my short sword.
Okay. Do you want to roll your advantage just in case you get a crit?
Let's go crit hunting.
Crit hunting.
Better.
Same amount of damage either way, so that's absolutely fine. 24 points of damage. And it has... Spin on that, that's fine. There we go.
Cool.
It's looking very ropey.
I'm going to disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can use my movement to climb up as well.
If you've got movement left, I'd say yes.
I mean,
but
I was here.
Climbing, unless you've got something that gives you a climbing speed, is half movement.
I mean, I've got my slippers of spider climbing.
Does that give you? Well, actually, yeah, you could just climb up walls and shit. So, but I mean,
She walks up the rope.
She walks up the rope. Yeah,
It
why
gives me
not?
climbing speed.
Why not?
It gives me climbing
Like-
speed equal to my walking speed.
Right. Okay. If by definition it's climbing speed, then yeah, we'll say that's absolutely fine. You can walk up it like a horizontal, like a vertical tightrope, like. Just...
Oh yeah.
Although
yeah,
I feel really bad leaving these two.
Oh, we're coming. Don't worry.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
as my voice, I'm just going to be like, you guys need to come up here too.
I'll be there. Maybe.
And
I mean, it's the Marilith's turn next.
Oh.
Oh no.
It has enough movement to get to Balter.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, dead.
Potentially permadead.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's yeah.
but if I don't climb up, there's nothing else really I can do.
Riv would go up the rope. You've got to be more Riv. Play it as Riv would play it.
Oh, I feel like I've inadvertently created a very bad situation for everybody.
Nope.
I
Go up
mean,
the rope.
I mean, to be fair, when I planned out this encounter, Angela was a fire giant and you had a Henrik and a Payton as well.
As I go up the rope, I'm going to use part of my speaking to say, guys, you need to try and get up here, and then make one last plaintive, Toby, if you can hear us, we really, really could use some help right now. I've been making you some wonderful clothing and everything. If you've ever liked me, please help us. And climb up the rope.
Okay, Riv's up the rope, which means next up is the Marilith.
Sorry, I'll just mute myself and sob quietly.
Ooh, don't kill me, cause
Ooh, baby, no, no. I mean, you're down to just two. One of whom is an angel who managed to take a full salvo of hits and didn't die. Let me think about this logically for a moment.
Don't think logically, be true to character.
Well, that's. I mean, it's a fairly intelligent creature, so it would think quite logically.
I think it'd dispose of what's right in front of it.
I mean, you just wish for chaos at all times. It's an intelligent, wise creature.
Well, it's gonna kill one of us.
But it doesn't have to. Would it? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna roll for what it's gonna do.
Oh shit, that's never going to go well.
1 to 10. Baltair is effectively dead. Anything above a 10. Fuck.
So I just get a drink. What was up?
No, I said 1 to 10 you were dead. Anything above a 10 you weren't dead, and I rolled a 17. Part of me really wanted to kill somebody.
Do it.
There's time yet. There's always time.
If we
Do
die,
it.
Greg, calm down.
I mean, you've dispensed of quite a few Maryliths, quite a lot of demons. I think the Marylith, being the intelligent creature it would send out a telepathic message to everyone in the area and just say, right, enough's enough. I mean, the Marylith has taken a fair beating. I'm not going to lie. Allegra did some fair damage to it. It has, it's...
Allegra's gonna chase it and kill it down.
I mean, she definitely won't. She can feel free to attempt to. She definitely won't win. But the Marylith is going to send out a telepathic message to everyone in the area and say, right, enough is enough. We've all taken our lumps. I've lost many of mine. You could lose all of yours. Lay down your arms. I will call off my minions. And we may parley. Choose to attack, and your death warrant is signed.
Do we hear that in the pocket dimension as well?
Telepathically, yeah. So it's anybody within sort of 120 feet, and the pocket dimension, whilst it is a separate pocket, you're basically just hidden from sight, but you're still there, right?
Cool.
You're like sort of in a little bubble,
Yeah.
basically. And the door is still open because Baltair and Allegra haven't come in yet, so Helmin hasn't actually shut the door on the dimension, so the message has still travelled.
Yeah.
So that's the message you get. We will pause active combat momentarily with the Marylith holding their action. They're taking this moment to attempt a conversation. So what you do from now is up to you guys.
But if
So
we were still in initiative order, it'd be me to go next. So would I be able to go first now with the replying to the comment, please?
you can reply first, yes.
Yes.
But the Marylith
I
will
would-
get to act before you in
Obviously,
any kind of
obviously.
offence. Yeah.
I would like to telepathically communicate back to the Marylith, because I speak telepathic as well.
Do we all hear this?
Let the others go. I'm saying it directly to the Marylith, so probably not. I was just say, let them go, and we will talk. And I'm going to put my weapons on the floor and hold my hands up and stay in the corner, kind of thing. Like I am putting my hands up. I've put my weapons down. Let them go, and then we can talk.
Okay. The Marylith's response would be to send out again a group-wide message to say, one amongst you has offered to be the voice. The rest of you may leave.
I'd turn to Riv in the pocket dimension and say, I really hope it's not
I
Baltair.
really hope it's not Baltair either.
We don't want him to do the talking.
Ah!
Yeah.
Currently holding in his organs.
I know that would have been Allegra. I know why she's doing it, but
You just did right. Oi, how do you know it wasn't me?
Toby? Toby!
I mean, it wasn't. I'm not a fucking idiot. But how do you know it wasn't?
I mean, I guessed it wasn't, but it's just great to hear your voice. I mean, admittedly now we're probably going to surrender and move on our way, so your brand of chaotic chaos could make this go badly wrong.
You summoned me.
I know.
This is your fault if it goes wrong. If this goes wrong, it is entirely on you.
That's fine, I just missed you. It's worth it. Hi. Anyway, right, back to what we were doing. What were we doing? Oh yeah, surrendering, that sucks.
I think, yes, I think we should.
So, yeah,
surrender.
you've been given the option to come down from your tower of like hidden pocket dimension and be on your way,
Yeah.
or stay, fight, and most likely probably die.
I really don't want to die.
No, I don't want to die either.
Not again. It is fun in here though. Could do with some more furnishings, but we can talk about that another time. And I'm gonna climb down the rope.
Cool.
I too will slide down the rope.
Okay, I'll just move this to one side and put you back on the zip.
I mean, if I wasn't only 3 foot tall, I was going to suggest putting Balte's arm around my shoulder and try and help him to walk away, but
He wears heavy armor, and she
Yeah.
would just like, bruh.
I would love to see the aesthetic of that.
Maybe
You
you,
probably
you
just
could
lean
use
on
your
both
tent
of
to
our
heal him up a
heads.
bit.
Hey, to be fair, I am 6 foot tall.
It's just it's a dwarf,
Okay.
not a dwarf, a gnome and a halfling with a rope tied around each of your legs, just pulling you along the ground.
what I can do to help him walk, if it's okay, is use minor conjuration to create like a crutch or something. Underneath.
Is it a physical item, or just does it look like a physical item?
It's a magical item, but it's...
I mean, would it physically be able to support weight, or does it just look like a crutch?
No,
it's an illusion.
No, it's a
Oh,
real...
conjuration. Sorry, not illusion.
No, mine's
Sorry,
illusion.
Yeah. I'm getting confused between the two. Yeah, no, that's fine. If you want to conjure him a crutch to limp along on, that's absolutely not a problem.
Yeah, so I'll do that and say, yeah, come on, Balter, let's leave Alegna to discuss terms.
And Riv's gonna cry.
So the three of you are disappearing off to the south. Yes.
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 And as we're going away, I'm just going to go turn to Helman and go, Helman, if we make it through this, that little bastard owes me so much gold. So much.
Which little bastard.
The little bastard that we're here for.
Where you go?
So much gold. So much.
As we walk past the Legna, I'm just going to kind of full puppy eyes, just be like, not ready to say goodbye again. Get through this, come find us.
In the meantime, don't forget you have Fuego stuff. He's got some pretty good stuff in there.
The Marilith gestures at the two other enemies in the area and just waves one of several arms in the direction to tell them essentially to fuck off because they're no longer needed. So they will disappear back into their hidey holes, and she will move out into the middle of the clearing.
Oh.
I
also, we both had the same idea.
Yeah, just sit on your face. So just come along and sit on your face.
What, this is how we negotiate in hell.
to meet tete-a-tete with Alegna.
Oh, this time I was going to be awkward, isn't it, when I turn up?
Yeah, I just turn up wrapped in snake costume and sit on Angela.
Is that not a ceremony?
Guys, I'm ill. Don't make me laugh.
We'll end on this cliffhanger, and that's what happens in another 2 months. Hello.
You know, that would be
Jesus.
disadvantage on the negotiation.
Or advantage?
Sitting on the
Okay,
face.
right, back into serious DM mode now. So you agreed to be the voice of your group. What do you have to say? What do you have to offer? Why should I not just kill you now?
We are trespassing on your lands. You probably should just kill us, but I'm asking you to hear us out first. We mean you no harm. You can take us down easily, we are fully aware of that. But more will come, and more, and there doesn't need for it to be a constant fight. I seek only to find my son. I wish nobody harm in the process, and I wish no harm to myself or my friends either.
Roll me persuasion, please.
Bear with. Persuasion. Hey. That says I've only got a +4. Are there? 14.
Okay. So she listens to that and she goes, I counter rolled just
Yeah.
FYI, yeah. She says, whilst I believe that your motives are true, I do not believe that any more are coming. Nobody else is following you. Nobody else would challenge me. If you all die, you all are dead. Now that, to me, is no scale off my tail.
Nobody is following us, that is correct, but as I'm sure you are aware, I am part angel, and I have to return once I have finished my quest down here. If I do not return, there is to be consequences for me, which means people will come looking for me, and they will be determined to find me. Granted, it will be to put me down here permanently, but they will still be trying to find me, which will cause more people to come down, which is not good for either of us, especially not me.
She sniffs and goes, I sense something angelic, but more of the borderline fallen kind. I get the impression that you were ready to turn your back on your own
As I
kind,
said,
and
I'm
this
here
is
for
a
my son.
sojourn permitted by... Is that Eldath that I smell upon you?
Your nose proves you right. As I said, I'm here for my son, and I only seek to find his soul.
A fine mistress. Always fair. Leaves us, mostly to our own devices. Only really interferes if we encroach upon the upper world, which I have no intention of doing. I'm quite happy here with my lair and my minions and just, doing the day-to-day. Who has your son?
I am unsure.
Belial. We've been told.
Belial. I believe it is Belial. He was brought down here by a succubus.
He rears up upon hearing the name Belial.
Oh, a common enemy, I see.
Filthy swine.
Well then, maybe we could do you a favour, as you could take us out easily. At least give us a chance to weaken him for you. I seek to get my son back, and if you wish for him to be gone in the process, I'm more than happy to oblige. We'll give it our best shot.
My fine, and then 3 pairs, so 6 arms go, Angel. If you could not even hope to stand against me, you have no chance against Belial. You would need a veritable army to breach Arcan's tower and save what is held there.
As I said, we could only hope to weaken him for you, but if you could help with an army, then we are quite happy to, like I say, give it our best shot and do what we can. We have a common enemy, we have a common interest.
I could certainly offer an army. My own master would reward me greatly if I took out Belial.
What would you like in return? We seek only for passage and to retrieve the soul of my son.
I am unsure as to what you may be able to offer, but at this juncture, I would be willing to accept a modest truce, and the recompense to be announced upon completion of the deal. If the deal fails, we're all dead. So terms really matter not. I will assist. I can provide forces when said time comes. And should we be successful, I will name my payment. Those are my terms.
When we are successful, we shall sit down, we shall raise a glass together, and whatever you choose for payment, I will most likely accept.
And you would swear a blood oath upon this?
I would swear a blood oath upon the fact that I would most likely accept whatever the terms are, as you were doing such a big thing for us. My son means more to me than my own life. I would give up my own soul.
Clever speech, clever wording.
I
However,
cannot
the
say
deal
for definite
is-
until we have spoke of what the
The deal is, if we are successful, I
When?
shall name my price. The price shall be accepted, and you will swear a blood oath right here, right now, to accept whatever terms I may lay upon you.
I can do that, but I cannot do that for anybody else.
I am not
Whereas
asking
if
it
it is
of
simply
anyone
to affect
other
me-
than yourself.
If it's simply just myself, then yes, I will swear a blood oath right here, right now.
You swear the blood oath, you bear the consequences if the oath
I
is not
swear,
upheld.
yes.
So she draws a sword with one of her many arms.
I hold my
Slices
hand out.
hand out, slices yours, and so the oath is sworn.
The oath is sworn. Before I go, can you help with any healing to help me get to there?
No, that is your problem.
It's worth an ask.
Do not fight what you cannot take. Your wounds are your own. Deal with them as you see fit. When the time comes, blow this horn. And she hands like an ornate, what looks like a very gory, obsidian-coloured ram's horn to you, and says, "When the time comes, blow this horn, and I and my army shall come to your aid. I know you delve for Arcan's tower. I know where Belial rests his head. We know the destination." And if
Can
that's
you-
all,
Tell us the destination. We simply know it is northeast.
Arcan's tower. Follow this road, you will come to a bridge over a lava river. Cross the river, you will reach the tower. Enter the tower, climb to its highest ascent, and there you shall find what it is that you seek.
One last question before I leave. Will I come across any more of your minions along the way? I do not want to cause any problems.
My domain largely ends at the end of this canyon. Once you pass the edge of this canyon, anyone you encounter is a minion of Belial, not mine.
Son of a bitch.
Thank you. I shall be on my way. I'll holler at you when I need you.
I shall bid you adieu until such a time that we both holler. And she just
And then,
basically just turns a blank to you and slithers off back in the direction of the abandoned
yeah,
manor
that's
that
fine.
she's
I'll
dwelling
go
in.
and catch up with the others and just let them know what's been said, basically.
Angela, that was amazing.
Well done, Angela.
Talk about turn a loss.
Thank you.
Turn a loss into a partial success into a possibly bigger loss, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Realistically, Alegna would give up everything to save her son. That's the whole reason why she's down here. If you think about it, she was willing to be a fallen angel just to save her son's soul. So she would do, no matter, as long as it only affected her, which is what we said, she would do absolutely anything. She would turn to the dark side if she had to.
Motherhood
She didn't
represent.
care as long as he was safe.
I think you will find the blood oath you swore said that only you would bear the consequences, not that the consequences would only affect you.
I said, if you listen back to the recording, as long as it affects nobody else other than myself,
And I said
then I will
the
swear.
deal
Then
is
I will swear.
only you shall bear the consequences.
That's fine. I'll take whatever.
I'm not going to
happens.
back myself into a narrative corner.
I'll take whatever happens.
Right, you
Alegna's
will.
just going to go back up to heaven and wipe away a tear for you all. And I mean, Alegna really likes you all. You're helping her
She
son.
hopes. She hopes.
After Alegna tells us what's gone on, though, apart from obviously after congratulating her and saying, "Well done, I think you've saved all of our lives,"
I wouldn't be too sure.
Hailman, well, at least in the short term, but Hailman will say, if we know we're safe in this canyon, would it be sensible to maybe rest before we move on?
I was about
I
to say
would-
the same thing.
Absolutely.
I would think this would be an opportune moment to have a bit of a rest, yeah.
Can we have a long rest?
I mean, I don't think in hell you could ever have a true long rest because it's an awful place. But Hailman has his magic tent.
I know, it just means Hailman doesn't get a long rest, so he's still
He
exhausted.
gets half the benefit of a long rest, so he still gets full health. He can take off 1 point of exhaustion. You just only get half your spell slots back because you're using some of your magic to power the tent, so you don't regain all of your spell slots, only half of each level.
So I will definitely pull out my magic tent.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not making it basically like, oh, well, everyone else can have a long rest and you stay crippled. It's
No,
like
no,
you get a sleep, you can take off the point of exhaustion, so you're down to 2 instead of 3. You only get half your spell slots back, but you get your health back and you get a point of exhaustion knocked off.
Cool, so yeah, I will definitely do that. I mean, Hailman would always be happy to give up a long rest so everyone else can rest up, though.
Oh, no, I know he would be, but...
How many spell slots did you use?
I've used 1, 2, 3, 4 spell slots out of a possible 4, 7, 12.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, do the rest of us drop an exhaustion level as well?
Yes.
Cool.
Fantastic.
And I
Only because of the magic 10. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd have let you have the long rest, but you'd have maintained exhaustion.
cool. And long rest is full spell slots and stuff for the rest of us, isn't it?
Everyone except Hailman, you get everything back to full.
Although I didn't get a hit.
Well, you shouldn't. You're a rogue. Sneaky, stealthy. I think like there's me and Alistair both play rogues quite wrong. In fact, no, Alistair plays his rogue quite right. I play my rogue very wrong.
So I play ragey, stabby.
But I mean, he is a swashbuckler, so he's expected to be all swords, but more dodgy swords. But just, face tank.
But you're a tank at heart, so.
Yeah, I'm a tank at heart. That's my go-to position.
Alright.
So, would we like to continue?
Yes.
We've still got half an hour left, so we can carry on a little longer.
We can. It would be weird to finish on a good note.
It really would, yeah.
Let's keep going then.
Okay.
Go.
So, Helmin, even though you didn't get a chance to rest that much, you're looking better. How do you feel?
I feel like I rested reasonably well considering I was trying to focus on keeping us all safe in this tent.
Thank you for that.
It's my pleasure. I would do it any time.
Okay. So,
Can I just retcon and tell the others that I've not actually told them about the blood pact?
oh yeah,
I've
you've told them everything other than the blood pact.
Oh.
Yeah, everything
that's
other
fine.
than that, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
So you've all rested. You're all back to sort of full health, full spell slots, apart from Hailman, who's only got a couple back.
Yep.
You've rested for, let's say, approximately 8 hours, but it's mostly literally just been sleeping, eating, genuinely licking your wounds and recovering from the beating you've all just taken.
Physically and mentally, I think.
Yeah.
For some.
And then you carry on down the end of the canyon across like an expanse of sort of desolate, hellish wasteland and hellscape until you appear here. At the foot of what appears to be an extraordinarily large obsidian tower made of fire and black glass, which is what obsidian looks like. You're on the edge of what is larger than it looks on the map, just for scale. An expansive sort of rickety wooden bridge with chain link border to the foot of a large tower with a giant demonic face sort of portal doorway thing at the bottom. From far in the distance ish where you are, about 200 feet or so away, you can see what appears to be the figure of something humanoid in shape, but you wouldn't know, apart from the wording underneath its token, what it is, and that is where you are. What do?
I'd like to shape change straight away, please. I'm not wasting an action for this.
Okay. What would you like to shape change into?
Please, can I change into an ice devil?
An ice devil.
Ice devil. I think that's what it was.
Okay, look.
An ice devil.
I've never heard of one of them. What now?
Basically wanted something that was like resistant to fire damage.
I wouldn't have thought that ice would be resistant to fire, particularly.
It's immune to it.
That is weird for ice. Because
I
I mean,
would
generally,
agree.
if you throw ice in a fire,
It melts. It puts it out. It extinguishes it. But yeah, it should melt.
Challenge rating of 14. Immune to cold, fire, and poison. Nice.
Love it.
Yeah, fine. I'll look a bit more in depth into it in a little while. Let me just pop you onto the map. I'll leave Alegna just up in the top corner.
Yeah,
for
that's fine.
token purposes.
So-
But yeah, she's not really there. Just she's over there.
Yeah, that's fine. I still speak my normal languages and stuff.
Just gotta wait for it to load in. And
Do,
it decides
do,
which
do,
ones to go.
do.
There we go. Alegna shapeshifts into an ice devil.
Can I just double check?
And it-
I know you said we rested for 8 hours. How does that equate to time for above? So my wand recharges at dawn.
Well, you came down here around. It was like late morning, early afternoon. So you'd probably be, if you were in the upper world, somewhere between midnight and dawn. Not quite dawn yet.
Okay.
As soon as we woke up as well, sorry, Hailman would have cast Mage Armor on himself first thing in the morning because that lasts 8 hours.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Helmin can use a spell slot for mage armor and cast that upon himself. Not a problem.
So, would it be best if we talk to this one and then he turns around and see Alegna's changed into a ice demon?
I get to choose with all my stuff whether or not I absorb it or I end up wearing it. So I'm gonna say I'm still wearing like Alegna style clothing, just in a nice giant form right now.
Have you gone
Yeah.
She-Hulk?
That's fine. I mean, obviously your weapons and stuff change because of the attacks from the ice devil form. But yeah, all of your clothing you can retain your clothing. Yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah. No.
Unless you want to replace the Ice Devil's melee attacks with Alegna's melee attacks, that would be like I'd make a fair trade for that. That you can't use its attacks, you can use your own. You would just take its sort of traits and HP and stuff.
No, because I
that's
believe
up to
it's
you.
got some good attacks.
I mean, it definitely will have, and I mean, if you look at your environment, I'm pretty sure anything cold based is probably going to do quite well for you.
Yeah, I'll stick with what it is.
Cool. Right, so you're on the edge of a big lava burdened, fiery, uncomfortable cavern.
How shitty does that bridge look?
Do me a perception check.
So I'm looking just to see how stable it looks. I mean, there's bits missing, but is it falling apart or is it well designed but missing bits? I've got no idea. It's a bridge.
You think that bridge looks perfect. That bridge to you is immaculate. That is the best bridge you have ever seen in your life.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best one. It just looks solid.
I mean,
It looks
with a 2 brackets plus 4, that is the best bridge that Riv has ever seen in her life. Then again, every bridge Riv ever sees in her life is the best bridge that she's ever seen in her life.
Fascinated by architecture.
Yeah, because that's Riv all over. It's like, oh wow, what a great bridge! Oh wow, look at that other great bridge. That's Riv in a nutshell.
Yep.
Bridge!
This is Riv in a nutshell. Ah, get me out this nutshell.
Young ones.
Negative inspiration.
Austin Powers.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
I do like that the Young Ones was immediately where you went
Well,
to.
you
Though, 'cause
you
the
sounded-
the
you
Young
sounded
Ones is a
Emil.
perfect fucking show. It is phenomenal.
But you sounded it
How-
seemed very Neil there.
Fuck you, ants. Yeah, it's a great show.
How long is this bridge?
200 feet,
It's
I think.
not to scale, but about 200 feet across.
Alright, okay.
I
That
don't
won't
have
help.
like a Roll20 map for 200 feet without it being just obtuse to figure out the mechanics. So about 200
Yep.
feet from where you are to the other end.
That's fine.
Are we?
Yeah, basically ignore the cubism of the gradient grid
you can
thing
adjust the
on the map.
scale.
So it's about twice as long as it looks there. Or maybe 2.5 times longer than it looks. Otherwise, the map would be really tiny, and I'd have to make your tokens really
No,
tiny.
you can adjust it so that each cube is like 2.5 times longer. So instead of
Yeah,
being 5 foot,
But that's maths, Cat.
yeah, that's true. I don't do maths. I like computers doing it for me. You see.
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered. So that's the map, and it's about 200 feet long.
Absolutely.
Does there look like there's any other way across?
I mean, other than flying over the lava pit, no.
Right, I would like to very cautiously, one step at a time, try the bridge. Very slowly, very cautiously.
Okay, so Ice Devil is taking the lead
Yes.
for the first step. Anything anybody else wants to do, or are you just going to follow Ice Devil Egner?
Now,
Gonna let-
Riv loves a
sorry.
bridge, so she's to be like, "Are we all just going to pile over together?"
I think one at a time, maybe, Rev. Have you seen the size of
What are you
the
saying about my
ice
ass?
cream? I said it's mighty fine. I want to be in it.
But the bridge looks fine. I'm sure it would. I'm sure it'd be okay.
Yeah, you do you, Rev. You do you.
Well, I'm not going to let Alegna go there alone.
No.
But if it's not safe for us all to walk along at the same time, then Hailman will cast Fly upon himself,
Cool.
and then you will just see him slowly start to lift off the ground.
Hover majestically.
Yeah, and then he will just start like following the Ice Devil, like following Alegna, but without touching the bridge.
You look like a
Okay.
hummingbird.
So flying along behind, yep.
Yeah, I'm just going to follow. It looks fine to me.
No, wait.
Hmm?
One at a time,
Why?
just in case.
I mean, this is lava. If you're sure, because this bridge looks alright to me.
We will test it.
Okay. Does that work with you, Voltaire?
Yeah, but let the ice queen test it.
Cool. Fingers crossed. Good luck, guys. Won't need it.
Cool. Is Ice Devil Legner going to jump the small gap in front of her to try and cross to the next bit of bridge?
If I can't reach it with a large step, then yes, I would be very, like, holding on to the rope at the side of me, trying to jump it.
Yep. I'm going to say the gaps in between are too big to step across, so it will
Right,
require
that's fine.
a short jump. Give me a... because monster form, you won't have an acrobatics skill, will you? Just give me a dex check.
In monster form.
Yeah.
That is... Oh, is that it? Did that roll? Oh, rolling the dice, rolling the dice, it's taking its time.
It's okay. I'll roll through.
There we go.
So I got a 10. It's plus 2.
Okay. Yeah, so you sort of jump across and lose your footing ever so slightly.
Yep.
And slip. You do manage to catch yourself. You don't plummet into the lava below. You have caught yourself. That would require a strength check to pull yourself back up.
Would I be able to use telekinesis as I'm following to give her a little shove?
To assist slightly,
Assist.
yeah. So roll with advantage and then just add your strength modifier. Okay, so what's your strength modifier?
Strength modifier is 5.
So a 12.
12.
Okay, you just about managed to keep your purchase. Pull yourself up onto the next set of platforms. So you've travelled approximately sort of 20 feet now. 25 feet there or thereabouts, maybe 30, just based on scale. Hailman, you're just flying along behind, so obviously there's not really any issue for you. You can just sort of hover across. Riv coming up just behind. Is Hailman wanting to fly alongside or just directly over the bridge?
I'm following Allegra just in case she needed it.
Are you high enough up that somebody could be stood underneath you? So, like, if Riv wanted to be stood, say, here, you're above Riv. Like, you're above the bridge rather than directly on it. Because you can fly, so you're fine. Like,
yeah, I would say I've like double my height. So yeah, I'm like 4 feet up from the ground at least.
High enough that Riv can stand underneath you. That's fine. So Riv, you're now at the precipice of the first gap, so you'll need to jump across. So that would be an acrobatics check for you, because you'll have a stat for that.
21.
Yep, you bound across like it's not even remotely close to an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Second nature to you. I'm just going to hover you over Angela's token just there for now, to make room for Baltair.
Sorry.
What happened to one at a time, guys?
I got bored. And he's flying, so...
Is Baltair going to wait there for everyone else to get to the other side, or is he going to also just carry on?
No, Baltair's going to carry on slightly, just behind them. Just going to toddle on behind them.
So you're not approaching the precipice to jump across as of just yet. You're just sort of waiting at the beginning of the bridge, yeah?
Yes, very much.
Cool. Devil Egner.
On to the next.
Okay, so another dex check for me.
Yep. Would I not use... I suppose I was going to say, would I not use the Legner's acrobatics, but I wouldn't, would I?
No, because you're not... Yeah, you're not in her form, so it would be... And unless the Ice Devil has proficiency in acrobatics.
11.
Yeah, so it's 11, and that's plus how many?
No, that's 11.
Oh, right, okay, so that's 11 just in general.
Yeah.
Again, you slip. Managed to just catch yourself. So another strength check to pull yourself back up for me.
Oh, for fuck's sake. 10 again.
Hailman would have done telekinesis again, though, to help push her forward.
Should we go with helping to lift up? Or...
Yeah.
I mean,
So it's still a 10. It's still the exact same as last time.
Well, you got a 12 last time to pull yourself up, didn't you?
You know what? Is this lava underneath us? Is it fast flowing?
It's just a pit of lava. It's not like flowing. It's just stagnant lava.
So, because I'm immune to fire damage, does that mean I could just walk through it?
Yeah, but you didn't ask me that before.
No, I didn't ask you that. So in that case, I'll just make it clear now. When I fall through, I'm just gonna walk alongside and, like, if anybody else falls, kind of catch them. So I'm gonna hover along the bridge, making sure they all get across safely.
Like underneath, you can just sort of walk along, and it's not
Yeah.
really an issue for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hell, yeah.
Wow, it is late, isn't it?
Yeah.
All these bits where the steps are missing, I'm gonna stand in the gap so they can, like, use my shoulders to
So
get
if
across.
they fall, you have a chance of catching them or something. Yeah, I mean, because
Yeah,
it's
pretty
like a
much.
good 30-40 foot drop. So if they do drop, they will fall, but you can catch them so that they don't hit the lava. So that's fine. Devil Egner is now on the lava underneath the bridge.
Why did I not think of that? Yeah.
I was like,
Well, I wasn't gonna tell you. I'm like, let's just see how long it takes. Okay.
I was expecting a fall and then to be like, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You're immune to fire damage. The lava can't hurt you. You just hit it and sizzle a bit, but yeah, you're basically okay. So Riv's turn. Acrobatics to jump across the next gap for Riv, please.
10.
Ooh. Just managed to catch yourself.
I was gonna say, bear in mind, I'm underneath as well, ready. So if they do fall,
I'm distracted.
I've got a reaction ready.
I'm distracted by Legna walking, believe me. I'm so busy looking.
Like, what? He just,
I just take a big step
You look
instead of
up and see
jumping.
Hailman, look down and see Alegna.
I've got Helmet above, Legna below. I'm just like, this is so cool.
So I'm not gonna like bother checking in with Helmin to roll because he's just obviously floating along. So we know that Helmin's there, quite happily flying alongside. He doesn't need to do any checks to fly, so he's all good for the moment. So Riv, yeah, you managed to catch yourself on the precipice of the next set of rungs on the bridge, but I need a strength save to pull yourself back up.
Yeesh.
Telekinesis is the bonus action, so every time I see someone falling, I will try and push them back onto a safer bit of the bridge.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So if you could roll again for me, because you've got advantage-ish from the telekinesis to push you back up.
15.
Yeah, you managed to keep your feet. Balter, you now jumping the first precipice?
Yes.
Cool. Acrobatics, please. Yep, clear it with no problems whatsoever.
Sure.
I assume Alegna's just gonna sort of keep making her way along the bridge thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like I say, I'm in between.
In
the
between
two of
all
them
of
as
the
they're going,
holes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, so you want to hang back between both of them, like here, in case either of them fall.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm in between them
You can either
both, but
catch
I'm
forward or turn around and catch backward. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
pretty much.
absolutely fine.
Yep.
So Riv's now taking the forefront. Riv, jump your next precipice. That's an acrobatics check, please. These are getting progressively harder as you carry on, but that's absolutely fine. You've cleared that one, so you're now on that one there. Hailman, I assume, is going to float alongside. Balter, you jump in the next
harder?
Sorry?
Why are they getting harder?
Because it's more tiring the further along you go.
Okay.
Don't question my motives or I'll just throw you in the fire.
I was wondering if there was anything up with the bridge that would make it as
Maybe there is. I'm not going to tell you that now. Valteri, you jump in the next one, yeah?
Yeah.
Acrobatics again, please.
Ooh.
Ooh. So, yep, you drop. You catch yourself just strength save to pull yourself back up. Ooh, so you fall.
Oh,
is that not with advantage?
With advantage, then, because of
Helmin is watching every jump, and as soon as someone looks like they're struggling, he's trying to just pull them that little bit closer.
Okay, Hailman's just about saved you. You're good for now. So I like that'll move along a bit. Riv, acrobatics for your next jump for me. Yeah, cleared it. Absolutely fine.
Woo!
Can I, Helmin will imitate the somersault she does through the air as she
In the air.
Did you see? Woo!
Balter, acrobatics again to jump the next one. That's an immediate fail, so roll it again with the push-up. That's fine, so you managed to keep your feet and get about 90 times wider for some reason.
Like telekinesis stretching.
Wow. Just lays
that's cool.
across.
There we go.
There we go.
There we are. Move along. Riv, acrobatics to jump the next one. I mean, this is going to be a long, drawn-out process, but it could be funny if somebody does fall.
Oh, the odds are it's going to be me.
Ooh.
That is now a fail. So you can roll an advantage one to try and counteract that.
Advantage what?
Advantage acrobatics. If you fail the advantage on this, though, you won't have advantage to pull yourself up.
Okay, so do you want me to roll again or do I roll with advantage?
It is up to you. You can roll acrobatics again,
Yeah.
which is your advantage roll for the 12, or you can keep the 12, catch yourself, and then have advantage to pull yourself up.
No, I've got a +7 to acrobatics and a -1 to strength.
So re-roll
gonna-
the acrobatics.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
that's
stick
fine.
with my acrobatics, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, you're fine. You're
She
fine.
slips down
See?
and then just
Cartwheeling
flips
across
up.
that bridge. Okay, Balter, acrobatics for me.
Are they 30 foot away from the end yet?
Nearing that. Nearing
No,
that.
yeah. If it's double the distance we're there, then would be what, about 3/4?
Yeah, you're about 3/4 of the way across. You got about a quarter of the way left to go. I mean, if anybody wants to roll a perception check to look at like what you can see from where you are, by all means, do so.
I will, yeah. I'm floating up, but I do have disadvantage on ability checks, but
I'm too busy keeping an eye on these crossing the bridge, so I wouldn't.
Your feet are getting a bit hot, but not uncomfortably so. It's kind of like you're in a foot spa.
I got a 19.
Okay, so Riv got a 19. Hailman got an 18 even at disadvantage. Baltair, you haven't got a clue what's going on. You're so distracted by all of the fire everywhere that you're like, oh god, it's fucking hot in here.
It's with all my characters, isn't it? They're not very perceptive.
But Riven, even though
Baltair's
Baltair's
ginger.
got +5.
Yeah, Baltair's ginger.
Even though he's
got
got
those gingers. He's not
+5.
burning at the minute. His skin's starting to.
Oh,
turn red.
he'll be a bit pink by the time he gets to the other side. Yeah, he'll have like some sort of contact sunburn. Yeah,
Herman's a bit ginger as well, so.
you can now see at the foot of the bridge at the other end from the distance that you're at now is a big heavy set of like double obsidian / metal doors at the foot of like a giant demonic skull mouth tower entrance, and then the giant tower of Arcan above it. And stood in front of those doors is what appears to be some sort of like knight, but he's made of like angles and flame, and just looks particularly intimidating. Like, you know, big scary weapons, lots of fire, lots of black dark materials. And you can see that the end of the bridge nearest to the mouth of the cave looks particularly burnt and charred and weak. Cool. So we did Baltair last. So Riv, if you could do me an acrobatics to make the semi-final jump.
15.
That'll be a fail at this point. So if you want to roll with the advantage for the being pushed up by telekinesis.
24.
Cool. Yep, you clear the semi to last jump. We'll move Angela along. We'll move Scott along. Baltair, acrobatics for me, please.
No problema. 16.
That'll just about do that one, so that's fine. You've just about made that across. Riv, final jump for you, please.
Oh, she's going to fall in here, isn't she?
Yep.
Oh.
Of course not.
And 2. And 15.
Fail. Roll again if you want the push-up.
12.
Fail again. With a 15, you have just managed to catch yourself. It's very precarious, so I would say that you're now rolling a strength save at disadvantage to pull yourself back up.
Oh dear.
So that's a 2.
Oh.
So Riv falls. Now we've got Devilegna underneath Riv, ready to make the catch. So
What am I rolling?
Dex. Dex for catching.
Is it advantage because I'm prepared for it?
You were prepared for the catch, so I will give you advantage on the catch. So you've got an advantage Dex roll.
That's fine.
You managed to catch Riv as she falls, so she does not hit the lava.
Hi.
However, you can't put her down because you're surrounded by lava, which means if Baltair falls, there is nobody there to catch him.
Can I sit on her
Well,
shoulder?
I'm gonna say I'm
Cling
gonna
on.
pop her up on my shoulders like a piggyback.
I'm only
And then my
playing-
hands are free, but it might give me disadvantage maybe for trying to catch Voltaire.
We will say that that is a fair compromise, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
And if it's a really bad whiff, then there's a chance Riv could also get knocked off. So,
That's fair.
the mechanics
That's
are there.
fair.
So Hailman, yep, you're still there flying. You're basically at the end of the platform now. Baltair, penultimate jump for you, if you can give me that. Yep, that's fine.
Do not fail.
And then final jump for Baltair. Fail. Uber fail. So you don't even manage to catch yourself. You are plummeting to the earth, directly towards Devilegna, who is currently holding Riv sort of on a shoulder and trying to catch you at the same time somehow. So if you could roll me a disadvantage Dex save or Dex check, please, Devilegna.
Save
Come on,
throws.
Dr. 20.
Yeah, no, I only got
6.
6.
Okay, so with the nat 1 from Baltair's fall and the 6 for the attempted catch, Baltair plummets, connects with Riv, knocks Riv off of your shoulder and falls to the lava himself. And you both take...
Would I have the opportunity to fly down and potentially try to catch? I would probably try and catch Riv, but
I will give you a disadvantaged attempt to catch Riv.
Swoop in.
We'll go with a strength save, because you've got to get under her and catch her as she falls. So we'll go with strength to be able to catch the weight.
Just a normal strength?
Disadvantaged strength save.
Strength save. A 9.
No. You make an attempt, but unfortunately it's not enough, and you both take... Oh my absolute fucking Jesus God Christ. Right. You've heard that roll. You can see me not touching anything other than my phone, right? I rolled 3d20.
I'm going to guess it's like...
It's either great or it's not.
53.
I'm gonna guess it's 6.
It's either 6 or 60. Which one? Where are you posting it? Everthon.
In Everthon.
We should rename Everthon to the VCEs now, you know.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I'm not even fucking joking. That is legitimate.
Nice.
Oh,
1, 2, 3 on 3.
We said 6 or 60. Excellent.
Did the ice devil being there, has that cooled down the lava a little bit surrounding it?
Oh,
I genuinely cannot describe how fucked off that's made me. I didn't want death, but I at least wanted there to be some sort of penalty.
Consequences? What are these? We don't do consequences.
3d20. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck, man?
So with it only being so little damage, and they're in lava, I'm assuming they've literally just touched the lava. So can we say that as they've fallen,
You've
I've
scooped
managed
them
to
up
just
as
catch them?
they've touched it, yeah.
Yeah.
They've
So-
singed their toes, basically.
so it's 6 points of damage.
Yeah, you both take 6 points of damage, and then you all scale back up to the edge of the bridge, and you are now at the foot of Arcan's tower, facing this knight-like creature. Now, given that it is now just gone 11, I feel as though that is probably the place where you would like to end it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
While we're all still alive, yes please.
Yes.
All still alive and almost at full health.
Minus 6 points.
That's
Some-
ridiculous.
That final roll was incredible.
That is so unfair. I mean, it's not, because it's literally the nature of dice rolling. But I mean, come on, 3d20 and it got 6. It's bullshit. It's grade A bullshit.
I love this shit.
Oh,
so do I. I really do.
Incredible. That's brilliant.
I really do. I love it when something like that happens.
That's
It's
fun.
just like, you really want something a bit better than that.
No, you don't.
Well, we have the feeling of surviving, so
Amazing. Right.
For some reason, I can't get this song to stop playing. Like, every time I click stop, it won't stop. So I just had to reduce the volume to nothing. It's been playing the whole time, and it will not stop.
You should be able to just delete it out of there and it will pop back into your audio settings.
I probably just have to like refresh the page, to be honest.
It's gonna be stuck in my head.
Well, I set it up for like the intro screen to play the full Bardcore mix is what I wanted it to do, but I have the feeling from what you were saying before I logged on that it's just been playing 1,000 miles over and over and over and over and over,
Brilliant.
which was not my intention at all. I wanted to play the whole thing, especially because we've now got this one which we didn't have. It's doing it again. Stop it. Stop playing that song. Right, there we go. Delete. Right, we got this one last time, which hasn't played yet. Right, I've had to delete 1,000 miles because it seems like it's broken.
VCs forever. Right, let's stop it there.